What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite YouTuber, the Austin Holloman, the one and only the Austin Holloman. We are still here in Sao Paulo, Brazil. And I know I told you guys before that I was getting ready to leave, which I still feel like that. But maybe some tour. We went to a whole nother neighborhood and we did the same IRL stream format, but this time in 4K. And we did a tour around what was supposed to be a predominantly black neighborhood. It wasn't as I mean, it was some black folks over there, but it wasn't that many over there whenever I got over there. So it was it was okay. But the vlog will probably be about 45 minutes to an hour long. So it'll still feel like you're watching an IRL. I wasn't by myself either. And I had the mics. So it'll be good. It'll be very unedited. So it'll be just like you are watching the IRL interview. Now, you guys know we are trying to expand our audience, and I'm bringing on many people to have a lot of different perspectives so more people can watch the channel besides you guys that come through and that all y'all want to see is one thing. I'm showing you guys different things so I can diversify the audience and switch it up a bit because, yes, I'm going to do some other neighborhoods. Switch it up a bit so that way it can be more friendly. And if you feel like I fell off, leave the chat. I'm not going to argue with your ass today. So anyway, we will do an interview about someone I met through Instagram. Apparently, she's been watching my videos and following my Instagram, and she's also a traveler. And we want to talk to her today about what traveling has been like for her, so that way other Black American women that watch this channel, because I know y'all do love me, y'all do watch this channel a lot as well, you guys can learn what it's like from somebody from your perspective as well, even if you're not Black American, if just a woman or American woman in general. So I'm going to go ahead and bring her up. I believe you pronounce her name Phedra, right? Phedra. Yes? I'll let her say it for herself, but she's right here in the back. Let's go ahead and bring her up. What's going on?
Hey, my name is Phedra Sindel. Thank you for having me, Austin.
Thank you for being here. So would you tell everybody what you do, where you're from, where you're at?
Well, I was born in Houston, Texas, moved to LA at the age of 27 for about 4 years, and now I'm in Atlanta. I've lived in Atlanta for 8 years, and I am an actress, mostly do stunts. So, full
You
time,
mostly do stunts.
I'm a full time stunt double.
What kind of stunts are these?
I'm talking about like for doubling actresses for TV, film. I do high falls, fight choreography, fire burns, car hits, all of that.
Interesting. So how long have you been doing that?
I've been doing stuff for about 9 years, 9, 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I might have to talk to you because I need to be in some movies too. So what got you into traveling?
Traveling. Okay. Well, my mother and father never really had the money to take me anywhere, and I didn't take my first trip out of Texas until I was like 18 years old. I went to Tennessee to try to audition for a record label, and I was like, man, there's so much more to do outside of Houston. I want to explore more. I just really didn't have the funds to do it. And so when I was 27 living in LA, I was laid off my job at ITT Tech, and I used my unemployment money to go take my first trip to Cabo by myself.
Really? And how was that?
That it was so amazing. I mean, once I got my first stamp, I had this adrenaline rush to just like I need to fill up this book.
Okay. So you're considering being a digital nomad full time.
I am. I am.
Yep.
I get residual income, because of my job, and it's enough to where I can, be unemployed for 2 years. So I'm just trying to figure out where should I go? Should I go to Thailand, Bali, or should I keep it pretty close, like Playa del Carmen? That way, if I do need to go to work, I can always take a 3 hour flight back to Atlanta.
And what's interesting you in Thailand?
I love the food. I love the culture. The most expensive thing out there is the flight. So once you get there, I mean, everything else is cheap. And I'm a big time foodie, so I've been watching like a lot of TikTokers and YouTubers post, their food tours on there. And me, I'm greedy, so I like to try different stuff.
So what is inspiring you to want to leave the United States? You're planning to do it permanently or just
Yeah,
temporarily?
Well, my daughter finally graduated from high school, so she's going to stay on campus. So now I feel like I have a lot of freedom to just get up and go and do what I want to do. So I really,
You have a daughter.
yeah, she's 17.
Okay, yeah, you look 28.
Thank you. So yeah, I'm not really feeling United States. I mean, I'm grateful because we do have opportunities that a lot of people don't have. So, to all you foreigners who always say Americans are ungrateful, I do get you guys' aside. But of course, there's racism everywhere. I've traveled to over 30 something different countries. I will still say this: America is the most racist country I've ever went to. Um,
I'm
but
sorry, I disagree with you.
okay, you think it's Brazil, but hey, um,
We're not gonna say too much about Brazil because I'm here right now, but yes,
okay. Were you born in the South?
I was born in Fort Worth.
Okay, you did tell me that. Okay, I'm Houston. Okay, so, but what was I gonna say? I just want to like I have a minor in Spanish too, so I like to travel to Spanish speaking countries and practice my Spanish. And I think that also me living, somewhere of a Spanish speaking country, it'll help me become fluent. So that's another perk of leaving the United States. I can learn
It's not.
here, but going somewhere like Barcelona where everybody speaks Spanish, I mean, I'll pick it up really quick, right?
Yeah, I would believe that. I would believe. I mean, there's a lot of people I heard in Europe that speak English. So, but yes, to answer your question, yes. So, people on my channel, we are disappointed in the United States not only because of, let's say, racism if you're black, but because of wokeism, feminism, entitleism. Oh no,
Oh, you a
lean
passport
back,
bro?
huh?
You a passport bro?
Formerly,
Oh Lord.
formerly,
Woo.
I know them, but I don't know them
Bless your heart, man.
for legal issues. But to answer your question, basically yes. But there's some there's some spec. We can get into that another time.
We should because I'm
So
in. I'm a,
let me ask you this: why did you lean back when I say feminism?
because I just think that men use. I think that men think feminism is they change it to a bad term. I don't think that you guys understand what it truly means.
What does it mean to you?
I also think that some people do abuse the term. You know what I mean? So it's not about. I think that men think feminism is about we're so independent. We don't need a man. I'm not listening to no man. I don't need to get married. I just want to be free and without people telling me what to do. Everything should be equal. Or like I can do everything a man can do. I don't think that's what feminism is. I think a small part of that you can say has to deal with feminism, but you guys take it to a different level.
Who
You
is you guys?
Once you guys hear feminism, you think that here's this independent woman. She don't need a man. She's not gonna listen. She's just a free spirit. Too much of a free spirit. If you get what I'm saying.
I think that's what it is, right?
Not really.
Well, because they have feminism here, and they're starting to sound like the American chicks.
I think we're gonna save this for a different video because I could go. It's gonna take hours.
We
But
would love to have you back. We would love to have you back.
yeah, because I got it. Problem with that.
So you got a problem with that. Okay, so yeah, we have the problems with entitleism, feminism, racism, wokeism, and cost of living. You can once you experience how cheap it is, once you experience how cheap it is, that kind of seals the deal. So it's hard to go back from eating a full steak dinner for $15 versus $100 for one person.
That's true.
So now that we got that understood, what is your? That's what people watch my channel.
Okay, so I don't I would leave to the United States because I don't like dating here. I don't like the fact that we have to pay all this money for health care. You go to other countries, they have free health care. I can go get my damn teeth done in Colombia for a fraction of the cost than America.
Correct.
I got my teeth done in Colombia. Look how nice they look.
They look beautiful.
Wouldn't even tell they're veneers.
I couldn't tell. Thought they were just braces and you got them whitened. So, what is your what is your problem with dating in the States? Because we got a problem with dating in the States big time.
Oh well, number one, I live in Atlanta, so that should tell you enough right there.
What does that tell me?
I live in Atlanta. Are there any straight men nowadays in Atlanta?
I went there when I was like 5, and I remember from back then. But
It's
what else?
it's hard to find masculine men in Atlanta. It's hard to find straight guys. All the good guys are married, but they still cheat on their wives.
Like they do around the world?
Yeah, of course, of course. Also, guys who are single, they don't want to commit because they have so many options. And I get it. You have 10 women talking. Why chase one woman when you got all the other 9 women doing the same thing? It's like it's hard to choose from. So men just become very greedy, and then they want to wait till they're bald, penis don't work, out of shape to settle down.
I've heard that before somewhere. I've heard that before.
True. It's true.
So why not just go to Houston?
I've lived in Houston. It's the same everywhere you go with men. It's just
The
American
gay
thing.
men, the gay men too?
I'm not gonna say it's less gay men in Houston, but I'm gonna say this. Um, I don't think it's a black thing, a white thing. I think it's an American thing because the way we were raised, we don't really have much culture as far as family values go. You go like Nigerians, they're very structured, especially for dating. They don't argue about 50-50. A Nigerian man feels like a man should, take care of the responsibilities of being a man, which they wouldn't even like. I don't really date African guys, but the few dates I've been on, like they don't. I would try to pay for something. No, no, they would feel insulted.
Yeah, I've been to Africa, and I would agree you don't pay. Most places in the world you don't pay. So what continents have you been to? You've been to South America. Where else?
I've been to, you say what kind of, I've been to South America. I've been to Asia. I've been to, which is Phuket. I want to go to Bangkok, but I really don't date outside my race too. That's another thing. So it might be even harder for me.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't go to Thailand. Unless if
Only-
you want to date one of the passport rules.
I have a list of places I've been to. No, I can't exit out of here. Um,
But you've been to Asia, South America, you've been to Europe.
but yeah, I've been to Africa. I've been to in Africa. I've been to Joburg, Cape Town, Morocco, Cairo. Different culture. Yeah. Um, Europe. I've been to so many places. London. So the London boys. Yeah, I got to think about the Nigerians. They don't really like my skin color. They like the light skinned women or the white women.
I have to disagree with you.
Oh, I've been there multiple times. Yeah, so they wouldn't even look at you twice, the London boys.
Oh, okay, in London, maybe so. I thought you were talking about Nigeria.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the Nigerians that live in London because I feel like they've been brainwashed now when they leave Nigeria.
I
So,
would agree. I've noticed that myself. I haven't been to London, but I've Africans outside of Africa don't even see me.
hmm,
You know what I mean?
okay.
I've been in. I was at the airport in Krakow, Poland, and there was a Zambian guy, and I'm like, oh, he's from Zambia. Like, yeah, I've been there. He just tried to keep it very short. Like, oh yeah, like almost like I was an issue just talking to him.
Because you're
So
American. They don't like America. They don't really, they think Americans are entitled. They think that we're brats and they think that we're lazy. A lot. I'm not going to say all of them, but a lot of them, especially Nigerians.
I would kind of agree. So we have a super chat from you. That's sent $20 for men initially supported feminism. However, women are mistaking the feminism with superiority and degrading masculinity in all aspects. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, I agree with that. Like I said, some people are using the term a different way, and I don't. When I think about femininity, I don't think about that. Feminism. I mean, I don't think about that. I feel like this is actually the younger, the millennials and stuff. It's not
I,
as
w-
old as older women.
I would agree. I had less problems out of older women, women my age. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. So, do you think that you'll have? Because for me, I've been able to adapt to like 40 different cultures by now when I'm talking city by city, and I've been able to learn and just fit in. Do you think that you'll have that same thing? Like, for example, in Thailand, do you think you'll be able to just adapt.
I
Because it's
think,
different for men and women.
yeah, I agree. Like I said, I've never had any issues traveling by myself, meeting people. I go out to nightclubs by myself, and people like, you, are you scared? No. I dress a certain type of way, I speak a certain type of way, and I'm always aware of my surroundings. And when I walk in the room, I just look confident, and I don't look gullible, if you get what I'm saying. Like, people pick and choose who they want to play with. I don't look like the type that you could just scam. I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Does that mean you're not smiling?
um, I do naturally have a resting bitch face, so people do think that I'm unapproachable.
That is, I was just in Dallas recently, and I've been to many countries now. Not as many as you, but I've been to many countries, and I'm used to like just women being very. And it's not because I'm American. I see them do this amongst themselves with the men from their culture, and they're just very smiley, especially here in Brazil. Very smiley, very talkative. They don't have that resting bitch face. Where would you say you got that resting bitch face from?
I just was never the type of person who walks around and, hi, hi. That's just not me. That's just not my personality. When you get to know me, and you'll be like, oh, she's real cool. But if you was to first meet me, you would think, oh, she's a bitch or she's mean. It's because I'm not walking around just hee hee kiki.
Well,
I'm
you
not.
weren't rude. You weren't rude to me when I first spoke to you.
I'm not rude to anybody when I first speak to them. You give me a reason to be rude, I'll be rude. But I will say this: I am direct, and that's what people can say, that they assume that I'm mean because I'm very direct.
Okay, direct works great with me because I'm
That's
direct.
it.
So, okay. So going to Africa, could you see yourself living in Africa?
I could, only because I have a strong personality and I don't take shit. So when you go to Africa, especially when you're at the airport, they're gonna be trying to hustle you, ask for money, take advantage of you. I just act like I don't see them. I just keep walking. You're invisible to me. I don't say anything. When I'm out, I kind of, peep the scenery, see what's going on. I make sure, because I have some money myself, so I don't have to be too friendly because I'm trying to get a man to pay for something. So I know how to be cordial, but
Wait. You said you don't have to be too friendly.
because women, this okay, you passport bros, women are friendly with you guys because they know that you're a foreigner and you have money, and they live in poverty, most of them. So a lot of them are escorts, and this is true. So they got to do to survive.
Let me tell you something. I will agree with you on two things. A lot of these dudes that are on YouTube are talking about escorts, not Austin Holloman. I'm your only friend. Not dealing with They're dealing with escorts, and they do deal with women that are in poverty. But what about the women that are not in poverty, that are smiley and rubbing on my leg during a date? What
And where
about them though?
and you know why they're not in poverty? Because the passport bros help them get out of poverty. So for them to stay paying the bills, they have to do what they have to do. Unless you meet some very few with a real career,
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
a lot
I'm
of them.
not talking about the chick that ain't got no job and she just got all the free time to hang around me. That's obviously she got somebody taking care of her, obviously. But what about the chicks that have? Because I've been, for example, in Paraguay, and I've had chicks that had their own apartment, their own car, and a good paying job, and it was a breath of fresh air compared to when I was in Dallas.
So here's three scenarios. One scenario, they could actually really like you.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Second scenario is everybody wants to come to America. I don't know why. I guess outside looking in. This is my second scenario. They want that visa. They want to come to America. The third one is when you're a black man dating an interracial, it is this whole fetish with black men having biracial babies. That's something y'all don't want to talk about, but it's true. And it's
I've
something like,
talked I've talked about that. I've done a whole series of videos about fetishes, and my own audience is on my ass about that. But what about so here's why I travel all around the world. So when we get these kind of conversations, I can give you some pushback legitimately. Because I've been to Africa. I've been to 7 countries in Africa, and it's not an interracial thing. You know, they're used to dudes that look like me.
We're talking about Africa, though. Give me something else. Give me a different country.
I'm in Brazil, and I got I've dealt with plenty of black Brazilians that darker than me and you. I mean, they look like they never been mixed in,
Oh,
and but they're still just as nice and as feminine.
I just told you, different culture. America. So are you just saying? Just say American black women. They're not nice. Is that what
Let
you're
me
trying to say?
stop you right. Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there because I
I
don't
want.
ever want you to think this.
Okay.
I want you to find a video of me where I've ever bashed American black women in specific. I always, like you said, it's an American thing. I've always said that it's an Asian, white, Hispanic. So I'm never coming from a place of it's just black American women. Now y'all got some shit, but it's not just y'all.
Can I tell you from my experience of how I noticed how the Black American men talk to the non-American women versus us? You guys' approach is totally different, and that's why.
Well, I would say this. I think the approach is totally different because we know the outcome might be totally different.
Well, you're assuming so because you had a few bad experiences with the Black American women, you it's like your approach is going to be different with us because you're like, ah, she ain't going to blah blah blah. But when you go talk to the foreigners, you guys are so nice and paying for everything and doing all kind of stuff. But for us, it's like,
So let me ask you this, because I do want to get into the other questions, but I like my audience likes this little debate we're having right here as well. But this was not the focus of the show, but this is a good topic. How should a man approach you?
let me ask you a question first. How do you approach a woman, American woman, a Black American woman?
I approach all women in the world with hello, how are you?
You just said earlier that you do approach them different because of the outcome. You know the outcome.
Well, I don't approach y'all at all anymore. I
Okay.
forgot. I don't know how to do it, right? I came from Peru back to Dallas, and hey, how are you? What's your name? Was none of my business. And this is from Asian women and from black women in the States. So I don't know how to approach y'all. Like, I mean, I'm not over there anymore, so it doesn't matter. But I feel like myself and a lot of men just we don't we love y'all. I love y'all. But I can't deal with y'all.
Would you
I
say
mean,
that?
you're so far from when we spoke before this. You're nice. You're nice. I don't know for how long you're gonna be nice with me because I don't want to pick the wrong bone out of you. But
I've heard it
huh?
all. I've heard it all. You can never hurt me. I have such thick skin.
A
Would you
lot of American women have thick skin.
would you say that you're confident?
I'm very confident. Have you not seen how I speak?
Well, I'm talking about I never seen you really approach a woman. I've seen your little videos of how I'm not gonna talk about that. A woman feeding you, a white girl feeding you, and all kind of bullshit. But let's not talk about that. So when you approach an American woman, eh, I'm not gonna say all, but the ones that's probably rude to you, which they have no reason to be rude, even if they don't like you. But I think it's a certain thing about a man's masculinity and confidence that makes us, oh hi, like or
Well, I would say this in the States, the women have become so hard themselves, right? Would you agree with that?
oh, I agree. And there's reasons to it. Some people
Okay.
say that.
Well, we not gonna see.
Not. That's why.
Let me tell you something. I'm not a why guy. I'm just, hey, look, I'm trying to do this, and you're behaving like this. For example, if I go to a restaurant and I'm like, hey, can I order chicken and rice? And the waiter got an attitude, I don't give a damn why. I just know this is what I want, and you doing this. So what is the why gonna prove?
I agree with you on that. But you also said
So
you're different and you don't approach them anymore. So how would you know how it is if you don't approach them anymore? This is
well, I did 3 weeks. I did two
you're
months ago. I did.
and you probably approaching 20 something year olds. How you're young, you're like 20, what, 5?
I'm gonna give you this though. I will agree. I told you this earlier, just a minute ago. I had the least amount of problems from the older women. I mean, you're not old. You don't look old either. But I'm
37.
saying women. Yeah, okay, 37. The women that are above 30, I
Mhm.
had the most cooperation out of them. I know American chicks hate that word cooperation, but I had the most. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I had the most cooperation out of them. Chicks my age, I was just approaching them for content. I knew that shit was going nowhere. But I know that the women in the States have become hard for whatever reasons that you say. And we're going to get into those in a minute. They've become hard, right? So, in order for somebody to deal with y'all, I have to be extra hard. And then when I'm extra hard, now it's controlling. Now it's toxic masculinity. You may not use that word. Black folks usually don't use that word. Some of them. But it may be toxic masculinity or now he's controlling. So you can't win either way it goes.
Um, so what I think it is, not I'm not making an excuse. I'm gonna say some people. I don't know what type of women you are approaching, what age range, what race, whatever. I just know that, like, for example, I'm just speak for myself. When I was like in my 20s, um, you don't know what a person has been through. So when you first meet them, they might have, not saying it's right, they might have their wall up a little bit. You can meet, there's been instances where you see online where you can meet a guy online, he seems like the perfect guy, you meet him in person, have a few drinks, sexually assaults you, kills you. It's like we have to be extra careful nowadays. I don't think men
Well,
are.
don't you think that happens in other countries too, though?
I'm not talking about other countries though. You're talking about American women right now, right? I'm speaking for us. I'm not speaking for other women. We were on
Well,
American.
what I'm saying, here's the issue is because rape, assault is everywhere in the world. But why is it that another, and we're going to get into my questions because I don't want to,
Yeah.
this is an endless debate. You know, we want to talk about you traveling, but that happens everywhere in the world. And women in other places still realize that, okay, I'm not going to get the results if I'm pushing people away or if I have a wall.
Okay. Let me break it down to you. Here's the real deal. Why most women, I would say, are, would you want to say, like, kind of hardcore, kind of more alpha, not instead of, you know.
Oh, that's definitely what it is. Yeah.
Okay. Say why most women are alpha nowadays. Okay. We are talking about how the culture, how we were raised up. Statistics shows that most, if we're gonna say talk about black, because I can't speak for white women, Asians, or Hispanic. I know as for a black woman, most of us weren't brought up with a father. I fortunately was brought up with my father. He was in a household. And so when you're not brought up with a father, you don't really see the gender roles. You see your mother, a single parent, working hard, working a 9 to 5, have to come home, cook, clean, probably stressed out from her job, then go back out there and just hustle, not asking for help, just out there trying to make it for her family. You see other cultures, you see gender roles. Most men take care of the household. The woman is cook, she's cooking, cleaning, but she's still able to be feminine because she's not coming home from a 40 hour from a 8 hour shift, tired, and then have to cook, clean, and change a baby diaper. You get what I'm saying? You're gonna be drained. So if a man allows a woman the space to be more feminine, as far as, hey babe, you know, because I'm a very domesticated woman now, so you know, you take care of the household, I'ma do what I gotta do as a man. That way you can have time to take care of the house, take care of yourself, and have time to just decompress without being stressed. It allows us to be feminine. We can't be feminine if we're stressed, doing everything, taking the role as the man and the woman. We don't want to take the role as the man. It's, I feel like most of us have to, because they're not in the household, or we weren't raised with a man in the household, so we don't know how to be feminine.
You sound just like my mama.
You mother
Well, let me.
woman.
She's black. She's lighter than both of us, but she's still black, and you sound just like her. I will say this that yes, maybe other ethnicities, and that white, black, Hispanic women that are in the States, Asian, whatever it is, tend to be more feminine and easier to deal with than the black chicks, but they ain't no better. Otherwise, I'd still be over there. I'd just probably be dating a white girl or something else. But if you watch enough of my videos, you know I love the black women. I do. That's why I'm not hating you. I don't hate y'all. But
What's
what
your
was the
height?
last?
The audience
Well, yeah,
love.
let's read this super chat. Your next Simmons says, "What's your hype, Phedra? Stand up for the audience love. If it's all good, I'll take you out to Fleming's. I'll be in Atlanta soon."
I didn't even know you had a chat in here. So who you said? What's your? I'm 5'5", 145.
5'5", 145. Sound like a. I mean, I've seen your photos. You're good.
No, yeah,
Uh,
I'm in shape.
yeah, you good. Yeah, you look good. Okay, so I forgot what my next question was. Let's read a couple of these super chats. Are you sure she watches your channel? You can't allow her to bash men. Any man worth a damn want a masculine feminist who's going to be combative.
When did I bash men? I just agree what you said and told you why some women do that. What are you talking about, Malcolm? I wish I could.
Official Kobe says, in general, American women respond differently. It's just a cultural problem. Even from the older women, they just hide it better until later. Uh,
Exactly.
I will agree, and I will say this as well. I've always talked about on my channel, it's an American problem. For example, in my Instagram story yesterday, I put a video here in Sao Paulo where it's hundreds and hundreds, probably 1,000 people at the park, all playing on Sunday. They're playing soccer, volleyball, and I'm like, you don't see that in the States anymore. So it's not all just about women on why I don't want to be there. It's just it's a whole social aspect, and I think if you ask me, it's due to liberalism and capitalism. Capitalism encourages you to live by yourself and have your own car so they can make more money off taxes, and businesses can make more money, which then separates the family unit, and you have somebody like me now that's on YouTube telling you to get out of there.
Okay, I'm just not seeing a comment. Hold on, I gotta go up because I
Don't read the comments.
they're not
Don't,
gonna
because
because my clapback is phenomenal.
but we only clap back at them if they send a super chat. If you guys want to respond to the guests, send a super chat of at least $5 or more, because I have my own questions, and
Mm.
I think we're only at question number 3 so far,
Bro,
and we still got a few more.
hey, you're mad because I know how to speak. Okay.
So CD said, in third world countries, women work even harder, which is true, yet are still feminine. It's a weak excuse. Not to mention, black women led the movement to join the workforce. They demanded to work even, so that's BS.
Y'all don't. I can. You guys have selective hearing. I just gave you 3 reasons why a man would like you, and I never said only because they want a green card. I, I gave 3 reasons.
She did list 3 reasons, you guys.
Y'all don't.
She did list three. I might not fully agree with her, but I will say she did list 3 reasons. So yeah, we're gonna come back to that here in a minute. So what is exactly okay? So you said you don't like dating there, you don't like the healthcare there, you don't like the cost of living, I'm assuming, and maybe the isolation sort of culture we have now.
You said culturally.
Yeah.
See, like I said, I don't really know my culture. I'm just so it's based on basically where you're from. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, my dog. Okay, so can you repeat that, please? You said that.
you
I,
you might not like the healthcare you had to pay for. Maybe you don't like the politics. You don't like dating there. You said,
mhm.
and maybe you don't like the cost of living. What is exactly pushing you to say I want to just be a nomad soon and live outside the United States permanently?
I guess the more freedom to do.
Hmm.
Of course, cost of living. I'm paying what $3,000 for a 2 bedroom apartment in Atlanta, when I could be having a house.
Okay.
Um, I would say I love different. I love trying different food. I love meeting different people, talking about listening to their experiences, and I just feel like they have a different bond with their versus in America. Like they do different activities. Like you said, you can walk around, see people, grown ups playing soccer and doing different things. Like I just want to experience other friends outside of America. I mean, I love my
Hmm.
America, but I just want to be well diverse, well rounded.
So, do you plan to start a family whenever you move out the states? I mean, you already have a daughter, but do you plan to extend your family even more?
I'm open to it. I'm fine now, but if the right one comes along, I'm open to it. I mean, I'm not gonna just have a child out of wedlock. I've made. I'm not gonna say mistake. I've done that before, as when I was younger. But I have one child. Got pregnant at 19. Had my daughter when I was 20. No pregnancies after that. So,
Okay. So, what are your favorite countries?
oh, some of my favorite places to visit. I will say I'm gonna give you my top 5. Um, and this is not because of men. Has nothing to do with men. Has everything to do with culture, the places I visit, the way they live. Tokyo would be number one for me on my list. But Tokyo,
Tokyo, why?
they're just so immersed in hip hop culture. They love hip hop culture. I felt very safe as a woman there. I walked around like I just club hopped and left the club at 4 a.m. and just walked around. Nobody bothers you. Um, I would say for the most part, people were nice. It's very clean. Like they kind of look down upon you if you're like walking and eating food. You're not supposed to do that. Like you'll go into a 7-Eleven and warm up some food and eat it there. You don't like, they're very clean. Um, the food is so good. Fresh fish. American food is the worst food you can eat. I mean,
Do you like Japanese men?
I only date black men.
Okay, that's right. But if you're in Japan, how's that gonna work?
There's black people in Japan,
Not,
military.
but you know it's not enough.
No, it is. I've seen black people in Japan.
Okay. So do you think that the black men in Japan will want you over the locals?
I'm not worried about that because that's not see people concern is going out of the country to go find somebody
That's
that
not what I'm saying though. But if you want to live there,
if I want to
you're
live
gonna
there
have to date.
if I want to live there, trust me, I can find somebody. It's not hard for me to find anybody.
I
To find
bet you it's not.
want
I bet you it's not.
because I'm very picky. To find somebody you want is different. If you see long
So,
term, you know what I mean.
so what is somebody you want?
You guys are so immature in the comments. This is
I
why.
told you not to read the
Oh,
comments.
they
Focus
are
on me.
Kevin,
Focus on me. Focus on me. Don't read the comments because they piss me off too.
I agree with Kevin Samuels because Kevin Samuels says the same thing that Miss Sprinkle say, but he just says it in a male perspective
What is that?
later. We're gonna talk about Kevin Samuels later because a lot of you guys are Kevin Samuel followers, but you don't practice what he preaches. Like Kevin Samuels doesn't do 50-50. He does believe a man should pay all the bills, but he
I
also
do too.
a woman should be submissive. But you can't expect a woman to be submissive if you're not paying all the bills and taking care of the household. Because like he says, a woman respects resources. And you ain't providing, then you can't. Then we basically in a roommate situationship.
Well,
We both.
let me ask you this. So, do you think that American men are not providing for y'all for two reasons? Because it's too expensive, and do you think that the guys like me that are traveling, live out of country, we're just broke and we want to do it for cheaper? Do you believe that?
I don't. Okay, so I think a lot of men. If you have the money, you have the money, right? I think a lot of men just need to date what's in their budget. If you
Correct.
try a certain type of woman that looks expensive, you're not going to be able to keep up with her lifestyle. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to be trying to fake it. Just be real with yourself. If you know that you can't afford a expensive steak meal, go to freaking Chili's. Find you a Chili's woman. There's a lot of women that'd be happy just to even go to Chili's.
Well, I'm gonna push you back on that one. Let's say looking at you, you can get your Del Frisco's, right? But there's some women that are the phone call before the lotion. There's some women I gotta sneak in through the back door at night, and there's some women I probably cry after we get through having sex. Uh, they want Del Frisco's too, to be honest with you. And they fit not that they want it, because everybody wants a Ferrari, everybody wants a billionaire. They feel like they deserve it.
Hmm.
So, from my perspective, I get what you're saying, but when we step down a notch, when we go down a notch on the attractive level, because beauty costs, even in other countries, beauty costs.
Hmm.
Uh,
You're
it's
lost.
costing you this. It's cost, huh?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It's cost. It's costing you the same amount of money to date somebody that looks like you to the phone call before the lotion.
Hmm. I get what you're saying. Yeah. So when guys try to date women who I ain't gonna say look like me because people might think I'm ugly, but I'm not ugly. But if you was to get a woman, a high value woman per se, very polished,
Okay.
you might not come off the money right up front, but you're gonna spend in other ways. It's gonna be by the time you went to out the country, you could have paid for that in America, right?
No.
Nope. Yep. Yep. Because baby, these
You know
women.
what my dating budget when I was in Dallas was like $1,500 a month. $1,500 a month pays for everything I need here in Sao Paulo to survive.
Hmm.
Extra stuff, little more. So I spend more than that. But to survive is $1,500 a month. For me to date to see after I get fucked over a bunch of times, for me to date, my budget was 1,500. The same thing on top of my living expenses.
Hmm. So you're not dating one woman. You're just dating multiple women that you have to court. That's
Well,
kind of
are you talking about abroad or in the States?
abroad. Because I mean, you're out there for a while, right? So you
Well,
know.
I'm well, the thing is usually I'm only in places 10 days at a time. I just recently started doing 1 month, but even 1 month is not enough time to like actually date and like have a girl. Like I haven't had a girlfriend because I know I'm not gonna promise somebody something that I know is not gonna be time for it yet.
Okay. So what's the point of even taking somebody serious? Like what are your expectations? What are your plans if you know that you move around a lot? Or are you just dating just because you're bored or you just want
Well,
companionship?
I'm not bored,
Okay.
but I will. The thing is, dating outside the states, it's on all levels. It's better, right? If you want to get married, you're gonna have a better experience with the laws and just with her.
Hmm.
If you want to have a girlfriend, you're gonna have a better experience. If you just want to hook up or just have friends, you're gonna have a better experience. Because let me ask you this: when you go on dates with men in the states, do you find yourself often debating?
I don't. I kind of let him lead the conversation. Then I'll, because I don't want him to think that, oh, she's self-centered. Let me. So I kind of let the man lead the conversation. I also try to pick places that's not expensive because I feel like American men are so tainted. They think that women just want a free meal.
What's the first date? Where at?
So I went on a date yesterday with a guy, right? And
Hmm.
um, he lived far. I said, well, we can meet halfway, whatever. Cause I said, I'm kind of boxes, whatever. So I gave him a few options to pick because he didn't know. I'm thinking that he was going to pick because he's a man. Whatever, that's fine. But I gave him cheap options. I gave him like some little cheap Mexican restaurant. It's this place called Chattahoochee Food Works. Is like a place where you can different food vendors inside a building.
Hmm.
Just
Like a street food place.
yeah. And so he picked like the little Mexican spot. I think my food came out like I just had some soup and one drink. What? Well, he spent $30 on me. I just don't think. I just think that people just think that you want a free meal. So I try like, and if he is taking me to a nice restaurant, I try to get something real inexpensive because a man will spend $200 on you and think you got to go back home with them. I've had it happen plenty of times.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. When I start coming out that kind of money, I do have that mindset of like, okay, like we gonna have to do something for this 200, But thirty
What?
dollars, $30, 40. I don't even mind spending even outside the country. $100 probably max. But yeah, when we start talking 200, yeah, I'm expecting something now.
It shouldn't be any expectations. What about, what if your date added to $200 because, you met her at the first spot, you got hit it off, and he's like, hey, I'm kind of feeling this date. Let's go somewhere else. So you guys go bowling, then you go to a bar, then you go to a
That's
nightclub.
different. That's different. But
You know
even but when
what
I do, whenever I look at my wallet by the end of all that, I probably am gonna be. But I will agree with you. Probably I won't be expecting if in that situation, yes. But if you pick Del Frisco's or Perry's for your first date or Ruth Chris, yeah, some gotta be going on for that.
See, that's the 27-year-old mindset. And it's
No,
no
no, 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 no. It's not. No, it's not. No,
oh,
it's not.
you know what I'm saying? You get older, it's different. Like you wouldn't mind spending the money because like I love good food. So if it's something I want, I'm gonna get it. And I like good company and I like to go to nice places. So you're paying for the experience. You get what I'm saying? The experience.
So your what is an experience like with you?
I don't know. I think I'm a lot of fun. That's why everybody always wanted to hang out with me.
You're a lot of fun.
the phone. I'm a good planner. I know all the hot spots. I know all the good food spots. I make I'm just like when guys date me, I feel like I upgrade their lifestyle.
How
So
is that?
helping with their business, picking out clothes on what to wear, helping them, because some guys just really don't know. They just need a woman showing them.
Okay, I mean, if you're doing that, that sounds good. I mean, that sounds good. But unfortunately, that's not the norm.
I feel like when a woman likes you, she'll do that. If you can tell. If she's just trying to get something out of you, then she's not gonna take the time to make your life better. So that's the problem. Men have to start dating women that really like.
They have high interest. So
Mhm.
your next Simmons sent $20 for Phedra. Let's keep it a buck. Black women are the ones fetish.
Well, you don't know me. Don't let me show you my DMs.
Black women are the ones fetishizing mixed babies. Black men don't think about the race of their babies. However, the non-black women are, to your point, but they are not our first pick. I will agree, in my own mind, and a lot of other guys, I would rather be with a black woman over anything. But I'm gonna go with the best option. But I do prefer that first.
We need a
Malcolm
woman to
said.
legacy in the
Malcolm
super.
says,
Yeah, but
compare this, huh?
a woman doesn't have a mind. A woman doesn't have a problem with cooking and cleaning. Are you providing?
Compare this now. Before I read the super chat, I will agree with you. Women have never had to send me like, let's go here, let's go there, let's go. Like they don't outside of the states. If I'm new in the city, I get a pass because I'm like, okay, well, I just got here 3 days ago. I don't know anything. Do you like? But I'll be like, do you like? Do you think this spot is better or that spot? I will ask them that because I'm not from there. But I guess if they're from there, I will give you that one. Malcolm sent $5, but compare this to Kendra G 2.0 to any of the friendly feminine women you've had on from other countries, and it's a testament to the passport bros movement. Willie Jean says, with all due respect, 37 single mom and club hopping overseas, but yet you are concerned with men going where they are appreciated. Help me understand. Are you concerned with men going where they appreciate it?
Y'all don't listen. Y'all don't fucking listen. And I just became single out of a 9-month relationship. I'm just became single a month ago. I can have a boyfriend if I want to. Trust me. But with my job and me traveling so much, it's not really easy. I,
Malcolm also
I forgot
he also says conditional femininity. Ha, you can't make this stuff up.
what is what is conditional. Malcolm, maybe if you go to the gym and lose some weight and go to Turkey and get some hair growth products, maybe you can find a good woman that'll actually like you.
Well,
Next
let me
question.
ask you this. Let me say this. What do you think about this statement? I'll be feminine for the right man if he's masculine.
A masculine man will make a woman feminine. Uh, a beta man is not going to make a woman feminine. It's going to make her become more masculine. It's just
Well,
honest truth.
well, let me tell you this. One thing I don't like when I hear women in the states say that, like, "Oh, I'll be feminine for the right man." What if I said this? I'm gonna be masculine for the right woman.
Well, do you want to be the girl or you want to be the boy?
That's the point. Vice versa. It sounds crazy. Like, oh, I'm gonna behave like I'm gonna be in my bitch energy until I get around a feminine woman.
But you're the man though, so y'all want a woman to be the woman, but when it's time to be the man, you don't want to be the man. That's the problem.
I can
Love to
some
see.
dudes in the states that does apply to. Yes, there are some dudes that are in their bitch energy. I will give them that. Raven, we have a female. One of my female supporters.
Raven.
I don't think she's ever sent me a super chat. I don't think she's ever sent me. Correct me if I'm wrong. But she says, for you, she says, hi, Phedra, wishing you much love and prosperity to you and yours.
Thank you, gorgeous. Y'all
Malcolm also, huh?
comment single parents. Most of y'all parents are single mothers.
Mine too.
Okay, and
Uh,
our hair, go to my Instagram. It's not gonna
Ra-
hurt.
Raven says, don't read the comments. Only these super chats are the ones you should be worried about. Trust me, because you'll be distracted the entire time. Malcolm says, Austin, I know you're trying to be courteous, but after a certain point, you need to understand you're speaking to your enemy. Act accordingly. I wouldn't say she's my enemy.
A Black
Uh,
American. That's the problem there. That's the problem there.
But we're just having a conversation. We're gonna get back on the travel here in a second.
That's
Uh
fine.
Yanet Simmons also sent another 20 for Phedra. Why is I love this question. Why is sex such a leverage tactic used by Western women? In other countries, sex is not a big deal. Is the tactic working for women in Western countries? Good question.
I think because men prioritize sex more than women do. It's just like,
You
and
know
then
why?
men hold sex as a bargaining tool as well.
Well, the thing is, sex is the easiest. I've always said this: the easiest thing a man can do is not get pussy. The easiest thing the woman can do is get dick. You know what I mean? If you wanted to sleep with 365 men this year, you would have no problem. That don't mean you would like all of them, but the fact is you would have no problem. The type of man you have to be to do that, vice versa, is it's not the same. I think we know that. So just throwing that out there. The next super chat is I can't do the weave thing. Show us your real hair. Why do our black women refuse to wear their real hair and don't give me any excuses? Guys, don't send any insults
Let me
like
talk.
that to the guests. Go
I'm
ahead. Go ahead.
free, and I wear wigs for work when I'm doubling actresses. I just put this wig on today for work. Go to my Instagram. I have naturally curly hair and it's long. Who cares? You can't afford to get your teeth done. Y'all mad at me because I can afford to take care of myself. I'm confused. If I was a man and my teeth was messed up, I would definitely go to Dominican Republic or Colombia and get my shit fixed. But you out here with a missing tooth with and it's black. Come on now. Y'all gotta do better. That's the only thing you can say is, oh, she's single. As if I can't get a boyfriend. Oh, she's single. Look at her hair. Do something. Can you something different, man? Give
Well,
me
let me ask you a question for research purposes. When you are in another country,
black men don't
have
do.
you had wait, have you had issues? So, like for example, like when now I'm not like this anymore. I don't really give a damn. I've been gone for too long. I have no hatred towards American women. I don't. When I'm out the country now, that don't mean we can be friends. Not on a sexual level. Like don't flirt with me. But generally speaking, But uh, I have some American women that are my friends in other countries. But yeah, I've told them like, hey, like I know how y'all are. Don't flirt with me. We could be cool. I look out for you. Protect you. But we don't do that. Do you find that American men kind of are like, oh, oh, you're American, like, oh, you from the States, you're a black, you from Atlanta, oh, no, okay, nice meeting you, have a nice day. Do you find that American dudes do that?
Um, More so like, oh, where you live, Atlanta. Oh, you live in Atlanta. I get it because I would do the same thing too. Atlanta is like it's like a country to us. But when I go outside of the country, I don't feel like people be like, "Oh, you're American." I mean, they can hear it when I speak anyway, and I don't act a certain type
Well,
of way.
no, American men though. Like, do American men choose to do they choose to be like, oh, she's an American chick, like, let's get away from her? Really?
Nope. Like
Okay.
I said, the type of places I go to, maybe who I hang around. We're both different ages, so that could be another thing too.
What is your age preference?
I would say 35 to 45. Well, I'll say 35 through 49.
Okay, so you're not one of those chicks that want a 65-year-old dude.
No, I don't because I know that I'm older, but I don't look my age. I feel like I just want somebody that's old enough to be old enough, but not old, that doesn't give me daddy vibes. I don't date daddy looking men.
Okay, so you're not a sugar baby. Okay, so how do you choose the next country you go to? Like what factors are important when visiting another country? Like for example, I've been to Asian countries. I'm not into Asian women. So like if I go to those places, I'm like, okay, 10 days, 7 days, I'm out. Cause I'm not if I'm staying somewhere longer than 10 days, realistically, we gotta include some dating in that. So that's for me though. When you go to your next country, how do you pick that? What caused you to pick that next country?
I could be scrolling through TikTok and see something interesting, and I'm like, hey, I want to go there. Like, um, example, when I first went to Trinidad, I was like, wow, look at all these beautiful black people. I want to try Carnival. Went to Trinidad and Tobago. Went to Carnival 3 years in a row. Had the best time of my life. And when I talk about a bunch of black people together, dancing, drinking, having a good time, no fights, safe. Like, why can't we do that in America? Why can't we all gather together and have a good time without any fights? Nobody shooting, you know? Where else? So when I try to pick a different country, first I try to go to countries I haven't been to. And then I'll go to countries, okay, I want to see some black folks, hence Brazil. Uh, Certain parts of DR have lots of black people. Cartagena, high population of blacks.
Have you
Um,
been to Brazil?
yeah.
Okay. Do you find it hard to mingle with the black? Where have you been in Brazil?
Well, I haven't been as many places as you've been. I've only been to Rio.
Okay, so maybe that I don't need to ask you that question then, because I've been outside of the black areas of Brazil, and it's not as easy to socialize with the black people. Not 100%, but I find that there's a large amount of black people outside of Rio and Salvador that have like this self hatred. But that's another topic, and it kills me. It gets on my damn nerves. Anyway, but that's how they grew up. That's outside the topic. So give me a culture shock that you experienced outside of the states.
Let's see. I guess going to different countries, that came from the slave trade, seeing that they had tribes out there, like they were still like majority African, West African. Like they,
Hmm.
they didn't really integrate with the other, you know, wherever place I'm from. So it's just like you see
Where
these
was
black,
that at?
they have certain places in Colombia outside where they have these African tribes, and you go
Hmm.
out and you go visit them, and they just embrace you like as if you're a long distance relative. You know, they start playing different music. Everybody's just dancing. The food is so great. It's just like you feel like you're at home, but you're not at home.
Well, that's the experience, right? But by in specific, like a culture shock for me in Brazil was talking to a woman, and then within the first 2 minutes, she expects you to tongue kiss her. Like that was like, oh shit, like we
I
don't
haven't.
do that in America, you know.
I,
So that was what was a culture shock like that you experienced?
well, I know in Europe they do a lot of kissing when once you give them a hug. I'm kind of like I don't know you. But
Hmm. Hmm.
okay, so I'll tell you this. So when I did go to Barcelona, but they weren't Spanish. They were other foreigners from different places, not American. They were very, very aggressive. Like one guy came up to me and was like, "I want to have sex with you." He was a white guy, but I don't know where he was from. I think he was from Poland or something like that. He was like, "I want to have sex with you." I was like, "What'd you say?" Like I'm like, "You don't even know me." And then another black guy, probably from he was a black guy, but he wasn't a black American guy. And so, like, I met him and he was like, "I'm going to the beach." I'm like, "Okay, I'll follow you to the beach because I don't know how to get there." And then he was like trying to come back to my hotel. And I was like, "You guys are just really just out there just trying to have random sex without like knowing somebody in 10 minutes. Like, it's too dangerous out here." So I just think they were a little too aggressive for me. It was
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm getting from it. Is they're very aggressive.
I wouldn't think that they would be aggressive like that. I thought they would be more like chill, lay back, whatever.
So, do you think that's gonna make it hard dating for you abroad?
I don't think so because I'm so used to different personalities, so I know how to handle them. So like I wasn't rude back to them. I would just kind of made a little joke, you know. I'll just joke with them, turn them down in a jokingly way because you don't want to, be too mean. You don't know what a person can do to you. So I just kind of take it a little lightheartedly, and I just kind of remove myself from the situation.
That's good. So, Yannette Simmons sent another $20. So, Phedra, I think the issue is your ego does not match your look. Example: teeth done and fake hair. When a natural chick does not have half the ego you have, that's a sorry, I've been drinking. This discrepancy when your hair is brought up.
I got a question. So because I have fake hair, I'm confused because I wear my red hair all the time. So because I have fake hair, it's a problem. I'm confused. White girls wear fake hair all the time. You just don't know it's fake. Do you see lots of makeup on my face? No, no. Mascara, lip gloss. You're mad because I'm in the TV and film industry. I want to get my teeth fixed. I'm confused. That's crazy. Y'all, get something. Come on, give me something better about me having fake hair because it doesn't hurt me. It's just fucking hair. Come on.
Every T sent $5 for all these insults are hurt feminine men. No need for insults.
They can say that. Really, I feel like it's really ignorant just to be like, "Oh, you're this and you're that because your hair fake." Come on now. Come on now. Give me something better. Give me something better. How's my eyes fake? I'm confused.
Don't read the chat. So
How?
how do you plan? You said you're still going to be working when you move to another country, right? I know you say you have residual income, but you're still going to have some sort of like
Yeah.
income that you're working for. How do you plan to manage that your work life balance for other women that may want to do what you're doing? What is your plan?
Well, I guess it's probably harder for me because most women can probably get them a stay at home job where they can, you know what I'm saying, use their laptop. Me, I have to physically go into work.
Mhm.
So I would do it is I wouldn't take a project on. I mean, I work for myself, but I wouldn't take a project on unless they said, "Hey, I need you here for at least 2 weeks," or I might fly down for a week, but I'm not going back to the States for a 1 day gig. It has to be at least a week.
Okay, so you probably would travel back and forth. Okay, so what tools? Well, I guess yeah, I don't need to ask you that question since you just said that. So, how is your identity as a Black American woman? How do you think that has altered your experiences abroad? Like, for example, whenever I'm in Kenya or somewhere in Africa or really anywhere in the world, right? People think like, oh, he's an American. He's like from America. Like, we can get something out of him. They have money. They how do you think that you being from America as a Black American woman, how do you think that's changed some things you've experienced that maybe somebody else of a different nationality wouldn't have?
So I noticed that when I was in Nigeria and other countries, they do take advantage of you because you're American because they know that we're used to tipping. A lot of countries you're not supposed to tip and they're not used to tipping. So I feel like when you're American, it's always gimme, 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 looking for handouts. Or it's like I know that they have money because you're American, so obviously because you're able to afford this hotel or travel over here. So you have to watch out for people trying to scam you. They'll bring you, and then you'll buy something. They'll up, and you'll be like, "Hey, the price said this. This is not the price." They'll bring your new menu out and say, "No, this is what it says." I've heard of that happening to a lot of my male friends going to Colombia.
A gringo menu that happened to me in Cartagena on the beach. Yeah,
Yeah, they
that
do
that
that.
that, that does happen. Pretty much in high tourist zones, I think, like Cartagena and Medellin, places like that. So we have a couple more super chats.
I
Ray,
know. It's a picture. I'm moving. It's a yeah. Some.
oh, so yeah, he said that there was a roach on the wall, but it's a picture. It's a hole.
I'm moving. It's a nail.
Well,
I'm,
Yanesh, stood up for you. There you go. Yanesh Simmons said, Phedra, look behind you. There's a flying roach on your wall. Be careful. Okay. So the next one is have you faced any stereotypes as a Black American woman
yeah.
while traveling?
Yeah, I have because I like to, like I said, I like to go to nice places. So I'll go to a nice place. And I'm dressed up, but I'm not dressed like too sexy, where it's revealing. Because I notice a lot of times they'll think you're an escort, especially if you're alone at a bar. So you have to kind of watch how you dress and just be careful about being too friendly to people. So I mean, it's a bad thing.
It sounds bad. I'm glad I'm not a woman. Yeah, but that generally speaking is true. When I'm in Asia and there's Black women, not even just American Black women, but Black women in general, they tend to be escorts when they're out at places I go to.
Yep,
It is, and I'm assuming as well in Dubai. I've never been, but I'm assuming places like that.
definitely
So
Dubai.
how would you go about building a community in a new country, like a circle of friends? Do you plan to have locals as a friends or just other expats?
I would tell people go to some of your favorite restaurants and get cool with some of these bartenders and these the owners and stuff that work there. You get better customer service, you get treated better. They'll introduce you to locals, and it just opens a door to different type of people. So I wouldn't just focus on other expats who live out there. I would actually try to meet some locals because they'll look
So
out for you once.
one thing I'm curious about is like for example, as a man, we may run into issues where the locals are upset, especially when I'm in Colombia or Thailand.
Mhm.
The locals can seem upset because I'm dating one of their women. Do you find that to be the same when you're in a country as a woman, that some women are probably looking at you like, oh, look at this bitch? Like, do you find that? Because I know it's in the States, but do you find that abroad too?
It was funny. Um, yeah, like you could be conversing with the a different race, and the white women will give you looks, and I'm like, I'm not even talking to him like that. I'm just having a conversation. So it's like they have a problem. When we, some of us don't like black men dating white women, but they turn around and do the same thing, and I think it's hilarious.
Hmm, interesting. Yeah, that kind of stuff is. I've been complaining about that recently. That gets on my nerves with that kind of stuff. So, how
Oh no.
has traveling changed your perspective on life and your personal growth?
I guess because I've been around so many different people, so many different cultures, and I have to adapt to places that didn't have things that America have. Of course, I've become more grateful. Some people don't have clean water. They don't have like a nice bathroom like we have. They have to go outside and use the bathroom. Um, I would say it makes you more humble, more compassionate, and you really don't complain. You just the fact that I'm able to travel twice a month internationally is like I should be grateful. Many people don't have that luxury. So
Agreed.
yeah,
Agreed. It is. You do recognize the amount of opportunity we have in the country we're from.
yeah.
So, what has been the most rewarding experience or moment as in your travels?
I would say when I'm going out of the country, if I see somebody less fortunate, like I'm a big tipper. Like give you example in America. Like I tip. No example in America.
No tipping.
No tipping.
In the States, yeah, but
Okay.
not really outside the country.
I don't know. Okay, so when I was in Cape Town, these little African children were just dancing. They stand on the streets to try to get money, and I get it. Their parents got them out here trying to make money because it's hard out here. I just like giving back to people because I've been blessed to have a great career, and I do well for myself. So I think it's when I see somebody less fortunate, I try to you know look out for them. So
And that makes you feel rewarded.
it does because at the end of the day, you can't take your riches to the afterlife.
I would agree. I would agree. One thing I think about Black American women is y'all have to slow down on that a bit.
Yeah, you know why we do that?
I don't
Because
know.
black people don't tip. That's why.
I don't know because maybe that is, but I mean, y'all need to slow down on that because my mom will have $40 and she'll give $20 to a homeless person. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
I see a
Like, you're
question.
gonna be out there with him one day if you keep this up.
Phaedra, exactly what are you looking for? You traveled the globe, but not have found that man you want.
Don't read the chat yet. Don't read. I will read those questions to you. I got my own questions for you. I'm gonna read you the super chats.
Okay,
So,
my bad.
have you ever had lonely? Do you ever feel lonely or homesick when you're traveling?
No, because I hate it. I hate it here.
Wow. I mean, I do too. I do
I just
too.
I just booked a trip to Jamaica this morning.
Oh no.
Fact.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
What you do in Jamaica?
Yeah, for the food. To be honest, I love Jamaican food.
Okay, because we be seeing them videos of what y'all. Y'all talk about us, but we be seeing y'all videos too.
So, I'm gonna be honest. It's the white women. It's not us. Trust me.
Y'all be in the videos too, though.
Not me. Not me. I can't. I have a reputation. I can't do that. I'm on TV. I can't do certain things.
That's good. That's good. Okay. Couple super chats from Joe Ball says, "Why is there such a divide in our community with black men and women? Feels targeted to divide us. There has to be more fair dialogue than this." I would agree.
Why? Because look at the chat already. I had said nothing about them, and they all going in on me. That's the right there.
That's what it is. So 313 Law says, tell her to stand up and turn around. So we already saw the back. Then tell her to make it clap if possible. So it sounds like he doesn't hate Black American women, but I wouldn't have said that. The next super chat is from Yanes. Again, he says, Phedra, what are you looking for exactly? You travel the globe, but you have not found the man that you want. Correct. On the flip side, a man that travels the globe can find exactly what he wants.
I think it's timing and patience. If you want to rush, you're gonna be looking for the wrong things because you're desperate. I've learned that when you're lonely, you get desperate. You try to rush things. I think that things should happen organically, naturally, and I think you people should just enjoy life at this moment.
Would you say you went below your standards outside the country before?
Outside the country. So I don't even know if I want to say this on here. Okay, so I'm not gonna say where it was, but I met this guy, right? Very handsome guy. Very tall, brown, caramel skin. Told me he worked at a resort.
He
And I
worked at a resort,
Yeah, but he lives in a Caribbean country.
but he was gonna provide for you.
I don't think we're getting there. I don't think so. Because he lived with his uncle. I never really dated him. Like I would see him when I would be in town, but I don't know. He had a part of me wanted to like come to America. Let me help you out. Let me like get you a real job, But my days of fixing up a man is over. It reminds me of that movie where Whitney Houston and Brown was in the movie. Remember, she got his teeth fixed and he started feeling himself and started treating her bad. It's happened to me before, so
So
I don't.
do you think that happens more to women that travel as opposed to men? Because I know y'all love it. You said that, oh, they want a green card, but does that actually? Because in my experience, these chicks don't want to go there. They want me to stay here so I can make their life better here.
Mm.
But for y'all, they want to come to the States. So do
Yeah.
you think it actually happens more to y'all as opposed to us?
Yes, because a lot of women who I'm not gonna say a lot of women nowadays feel lonely and they feel like, damn, you know, time is ticking. I'm getting older, so I feel like they end up settling and becoming desperate. And a lot of women fall in love too easy too. They can be in love after what a week. So they become gullible, and these men, a lot of men do take advantage of them. I've seen a lot of love stories where a woman would, it's all on TikTok. A woman would meet a man overseas. They would start video chatting every day. He would go visit her. A month later, he proposes to her. Next thing you know, wipe out their finances. He's broke. They get a divorce, and the woman's left with no money. That's your problem,
Well,
right? Taking care of a man.
let me. I'm pretty sure the male community wants you to do this for us. Would
Uh,
you defend us on that point? Then would you please start telling these women on TikTok that it's actually y'all that get green carded and use more than us?
well, I'm gonna say it's not only nope because more of y'all go down there, so that's why it's more of y'all. You get what I'm saying?
No, no, no.
The
Women, American women travel more than American men.
But we don't have relations like y'all do. Y'all have like girlfriends and stuff like that. Like we'll go like for a girls trip or go just to go. You guys actually be out there looking for women. Like American women don't go down there and say, ain't no passport girls. We don't go down there and say, damn, I'm about to go to Jamaica and get me a fine Jamaican. Blah blah blah. Or I'm about to go to Nigeria because I want to marry an African guy. We don't really do that.
I've heard that.
Men do that. Y'all go
I've
out there.
heard
Y'all
that.
boys trips. I got a friend right now they've been to Cartagena 3 times already this year. He got a guy's trip. I said, I know what y'all about to do out there. Come on now.
But
Y'all
we
be
know. But
y'all be
no, 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 no. I've heard that though.
mm-hmm.
I've heard. I've heard of y'all going to Jamaica. I mean, we got the videos.
Let me see the videos.
I mean, I got my videos. I put my shit online so people know. Well, it's
Okay.
not so I
Sir.
can broadcast. It's for educational reasons, but so other men can know. The same way how I'm interviewing you, so women that might want to do what you. Hell, who knows? My mom might want to do what you do. I ain't gonna let her, but maybe she might want to. Maybe she want to watch this video. That's why I'm interviewing you today, so women can learn from the other side. But I do think that you guys do it as well. I do
Yeah.
believe it. Well,
You
and
said,
not even do I believe it. I know that.
you said as well, but I said you guys do it the most. So that's two different things.
Okay. Michael Ross says she's a pretty God.
It
She's
don't matter.
pretty. I
Or
would
you
date her, but
way.
not take her serious, too sassy and too much boss chick energy. Do you think you're a boss chick?
He's only saying I'm boss chick because I'm very direct. I know what I want. I'm sorry you're used to those soft spoken women who are timid and let you run over them, but I'm not the one. And Damon probably really young anyway, so and he probably been home with his mama. So who knows?
Dev says Phedra is beautiful in my opinion. This is a question for both of you. If it's my first time traveling outside of the country, should I bring someone along or go by myself? I say go by yourself,
Go for yourself. You a man, go by yourself. If I can go,
especially if you're a man.
if I can, you can.
Imagine if I took a woman to me. I mean, imagine if I took a woman with me to Rio. This channel would be a little different if it existed.
If she was cool, you have a great time.
Nah, nah, the women, no, no.
Right.
It's best I went by myself. The next one is from we know what you got going on in Jamaica. There's plenty of Jamaican food in Atlanta.
No, that don't taste like Jamaican food. You keep answering the same guy's questions. Pick somebody else's questions.
I gotta answer if he donate. Khalil
Oh,
says my first super chat. Phedra, the chat wants to know if the pretty face matches the body, which it does, and we all call cap on just traveling to Jamaica just for food.
I don't even like Jamaican men, so stop it.
Last super chat, and then we're gonna get back to the questions. Is from Yanes again. He says, Phedra, you had your child. Oh, look at that.
There you go. Bam.
Look, y'all ain't gotta go to Latin America no more. You had your child family already. Is it possible that the man you want will want his own complete family, which may contribute to your lack of success despite you disguising it as having patience?
I'm confused. What is success? I'm not looking for a husband. I'm confused.
So you looking to do what I'm doing?
I'm enjoying life. I'm a successful woman. My daughter is graduated from high school. She's going to college. I'm not looking. Why do everybody think that a woman wants a boyfriend or a husband? I could easily find a boyfriend. I'm not an ugly woman.
So yeah,
If I was an ugly woman, I could still find a boyfriend.
so
But
you looking to live the same lifestyle I'm living.
I'm living a great lifestyle. I can do what I want to do. I travel the world. I can buy what I want to buy.
Okay, so she gonna be the female version of Austin. She black too. So anyway, what advice would you give to other Black American women who are considering becoming digital nomads? Even though you haven't started actually becoming a nomad, what advice would you give to somebody that's at least pursuing that since you've already traveled to many places?
I would say do some research, know where you want to live, go what's in your price range. Always have enough savings in case, emergency fund. You just never know what can happen. But I would say take your time. Just don't be in a rush to leave. Because I didn't see people just turn right back around and go back to the States thinking it was going to be easy. You got to have a hustler mentality. You can't be gullible. And you got to do your research for real. Know what areas to live in. Uh, Make sure you get the proper documentation. Like look up visas and how long you can stay there. How to get residency. I mean, you got to be on your p's and q's, man, for real.
Okay, so the next question is, which I need to work on this myself as well. What about healthcare and medical? Like, what medical insurance do you plan to have when you're traveling? A lot of people need to know that.
Well, I already have Blue Cross Blue Shield through my job,
Okay.
and I have to pay for that. If I miss a payment, they cancel it. So I will always have that. And then
Okay. Okay. Good.
also
So,
healthcare is cheaper if I do have like need an emergency to where I can't use my insurance. I mean, it's gonna be cheaper anyway.
okay, I would. It is a lot cheaper.
You can you can buy antibiotics if you get sick over the counter at a lot of
I
places.
was just about to say that. I was
So,
just about to say that. Without going to the doctor and getting a diagnosis, you don't have to do that and pay $100 to see the doctor and then have to go there. You can just walk straight to the pharmacy and tell them what your problem is, and they give it to you. So, can you share any tips on budgeting and managing finances while out of the country?
hmm. If you know that you don't have a steady income, I would say when you first get out there, either find a roommate or rent a room for at least a year. That way you have a good, a good amount of savings. Uh,
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
don't you always have to eat out for real? Go to the store, learn how to cook. I know how to cook, so I can easily whip up a good meal. I don't have to always go to expensive restaurants. I mean, a lot of places are cheap too, depending where you live out in the states. Hold on, she's Lisa Ray. Out in the country. Um, I will say this: if you go to Mexico, Mexico ain't cheap like it used to be because the Americans are raising the prices. You know that. It's like when we move over there, the prices go up for the locals too.
Yeah, it does. It does.
So,
And also, you guys are not hitting the cash app. I know you guys are sending super chats, but hit the cash app. Remember, we got the fundraiser. Y'all are about to hit the fundraiser in super chats, but not in cash apps. I won't get these super chats
what
until
I be
July. So cash apps I get today. What safety precautions? You're a woman. I'm a man. We don't face the same dangers. I can get murdered, kidnapped, and drugged. The same thing can happen to you, but the world is a lot more dangerous for a woman. So how do you keep yourself safe when you're outside of the country?
Well, first of all, wherever I'm staying at, Airbnb hotel, I make sure it's in a safe area. I do my research, make sure it's in a safe area. Um, I go in chats, group chats on Facebook to try to find a driver if it's my first time visiting. A recommended driver, have somebody drive me around. Um, Also, staying at hotels is your best bet if you're first trying to go out there just to see where you want to live, because hotels usually come with, taxis that are safe, and the prices are standard. When you're out, make sure you keep your drink with you. Don't accept drinks from strangers. If you do, make sure you're right there with them at the bar. Don't. I've had this happen to me in Bogota. Don't try to be on your phone, because the motorcycle man will come up there and snatch your phone out your hand. I'm telling you. So be cautious of that. Even in Nigeria, I had my phone in my back pocket, and a guy took my phone out of my pocket and said, "Hey, don't do that. People take, pickpocketers out here." He told me, "Don't never leave your phone in your back pocket." So just simple stuff like that to be aware of. Um, Carrying large amounts of cash. You don't carry large amounts of cash on you. I would hide in a certain place. Um, don't let nobody know where you live at, because they could be setting you up to where they can come to your Airbnb or wherever you live at and have somebody take your money.
So, personal question. If you, because you said you're not looking for a husband, you enjoying your life, you live in the Austin Holloman lifestyle. So, if you're about to hook up, what do you do? How does that process go? Like, how do you keep yourself safe with that?
I don't really hook up. I just feel like maybe because I'm older and I don't have random sex
But you have it
because,
at some point.
yeah, I don't have it often, but if I have at some point, it's probably somebody I already know. You
Okay.
understand? I don't, because it does nothing for me. When you're older, it does nothing for me. I need more than a physical attraction. I need a real connection, or else I get nothing out of it.
Sounds about right. Sounds about right. I wish a lot of more people thought like that. So, what is the most dangerous situation you've encountered abroad?
Dang, you know what? I've been fortunate. I haven't had a dangerous situation other than me getting lost in the hood and about to cry because it was nighttime and I didn't know how to get back to the. I was in was it Guatemala? No, I was in El Salvador, and I got lost, and it was no street lights, and I was in the hood in the neighborhood, and I was like, shit, I don't know where I'm going. My phone about to die. And good thing I know my Spanish is pretty good. I stopped somebody over that was in a motorcycle and asked them how to get back to the beach, whatever. But I've been fortunate. Like I haven't had, thank God, I haven't had any problems yet because I take precaution. You think after me traveling this much, I should know better, right? So I'm just very aware of my surroundings, the do's and the don'ts. I'll pay extra just to make sure I'm safe. So, while you guys trying to find somewhere cheap, it's because it's not in a good area. So, you might want to spend a little bit more to get the safety that you need.
Agreed. So, Yannette Simmons said, well, if you ain't looking for a husband, you're essentially selling P love. Stand
And
on that.
I'm selling people. I'm not having sex with anybody. I'm confused. Y'all think that because I travel, I have to go have sex with somebody I don't know? Oh, bless your heart. You must be in your early 20s.
More Money says she seems very defensive and combative when you say things like you don't like black women, you don't like women with fake hair. The attitude comes out.
It's not that. It's just like pick something different. Who cares? What else you got besides that? You get what I'm saying? Nobody cares.
Uh, Khalil
What?
says, Phedra, we understand you just traveling to travel, but let's be honest, all women are emotional and y'all have needs, which I would agree. Y'all do have needs just like I do. But let's keep it 100 in a classy way. Y'all know y'all be getting the wood too.
I just said if I need to have sex with somebody, it'll be somebody old. I just said that. But it's not. It's not a. I don't go out the country looking for it like most men do because men are more sexual than females. I just don't go looking for it. I'm not
Last
horny like you guys.
last super chat, and then we're gonna go back to the last couple of questions I have for you. Annette Simmons says, "Oh my God, you're fibbing, love. You don't hook up traveling the globe, lies.com. This interview is over. I'm done, Austin. She can't keep it 100."
Okay, I'm sorry that you in disbelief that a woman like me has to go out there and fuck random men. Number one, I'm too picky anyway. So, I guess.
So the next question I have for you is, do you
Y'all silly.
what? So you only know English and Spanish, right?
I know about. I have a minor in Spanish, so my Spanish is pretty good.
So you know you're bilingual.
I wouldn't. I'm not gonna say it because I would say 30%. So I would say no.
Okay, so you speak English and Spanish.
Feel
So
me
how
when
did
you
you
want to.
learn that? How did you learn Spanish?
It's my minor in college. I
Okay,
graduated from the University of Houston, and
okay,
I
okay.
studied. I studied in elementary school, middle school, high school, college.
So the next question, I pretty much already asked you that because it was like, how
Yeah.
did you navigate the dating
Um.
scene as a Black American? So you only date black. What is your favorite country to date black men?
Caribbean, Trinidad.
Really? What
If
do
I
you like
was to
about
date,
you?
if I was to date a man out there, but at the times I went, I had a boyfriend. So one time I didn't have a boyfriend.
Oh, so a lot of people want to do this digital nomad lifestyle. Where do you see this digital nomad lifestyle going to, let's say, in 5 years from now?
Hmm.
Do you see it? Do you see a lot of people want to do this and it changing a lot of other countries around the world and they implement new laws? Do you see that?
I do see it, but also the negative side. I just hope that they don't raise the prices for the locals. Like that's my concern because they're already complaining, and I hope that we don't get down there and start messing up their country. I just hope that we can come down there and just be respectful of of their laws and stuff like that. Just get a job. What? Just get
So
a.
do you see that
You know the real job?
do you think that will spread American culture with a lot of people, with a lot of American women and men doing this now?
I hope we don't spread American culture. Ain't that the point why we leaving America?
Yeah, but it's happening. It's happening, and I'm complaining. So, what are your long term goals or projects while you're outside of the country?
While I'm outside the country. You mean what do you mean by that?
Uh, like a long term goal could be you want to open a school in another country, you want to start a family, or
Oh.
what's something that you plan to do 15 years after living outside of the United States?
Of course, buy property. Um, I kind of want to give back and help young women become in the TV and help them transition to the TV and film industry. Like, kind of give them knowledge about the stunt industry because a lot of people don't know about the stunt industry, and there's a lot of jobs outside of the United States too that has it. So, I think that'd be cool to like open up like a little stunt school training facility. You know,
Okay.
teach them the basics, how to hit the ground hard, how to get into stunts. I do martial arts too, so yeah.
Interesting, interesting. Okay. So, and you use social media. What platforms do you use to share your travels? Like I seen some of it is on Instagram. Is it only on Instagram?
I do a lot of TikTok content of my travel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your Instagram and your TikTok? You could do that if you want to.
Well, my they can't follow my Instagram because it's private, but my TikTok is open. It's my name, Phedra Sindel.
They
Phedra
gonna follow
Sindel.
regardless. Trust me, they gonna follow
Y'all can follow.
regardless.
Y'all can talk shit. I love it.
They gonna follow regardless. You gonna get some dudes in your DMs that like you though.
It's the same ones that talking about my hair and all that. They're gonna be the main ones in my DMs trying to take me out. Guarantee you.
I can guarantee it.
Guarantee
So,
you.
what kind of impact do you think you
Thank
would
you,
have?
Mike.
Huh?
No, I was reading a comment. People think I ain't got no real job. She's an actual stunt woman. No wonder she's in shape. I just Googled her. Yeah, Google my name. There you go.
You know what? I haven't even Googled you yet. I'm gonna do
Exactly.
that.
Prize.
So, what kind of impact do you think you would have on the travel community, especially on the female side, Black women?
Well, I've had a lot of people message me on Instagram and tell me how I've inspired them to travel alone or even travel more. A lot of people are scared or they don't want to travel because they don't have anybody to go with. I'm like, well, go by yourself. Why do you need somebody? That's what's holding you back. The only person holding you back from traveling or living, being a digital nomad is you. Do what you got to do your research and leave. And I just love the fact that I'm able to go to different countries, experience the culture, the food, meet people, and when people see that there's more than the America and how different it is, I feel like they'll be wanting to travel more and do things or possibly even move out there. If you're not happy where you live at, just I would say just seek other options. That's if you're not
Oh,
happy.
okay, okay. So, last question, and we're gonna get into some super chats, and then we're gonna circle back to what we said at the beginning before you got to go because I know you got to go in a minute. In a minute, can you share a memorable story or encounter from traveling that left the biggest impression on you?
Can I share a memory from travel that left the biggest impression on me? Hmm.
Like I got held up at gunpoint in Rio. That left an impression on me. Trust me.
I have never really had anything bad except going to Mexico during COVID and
Hmm.
take my drone and try to take my shit. I haven't really had anything bad. I don't know. People just don't mess with me. I think I've been lucky so far. Not
You
gonna say
said you got that resting bitch face, so I don't think they're gonna mess with
they
you.
mess with me, and then and then the fact that I speak Spanish to them too, so they don't really mess with me.
Okay, okay, I like that answer. Okay, so if you guys are wondering, oh shit, hold on, that's my questions. Let me go back.
They many black women that need stunt doubles.
Let's go here. For you guys that don't believe that she is in acting, this is her right here.
Thank you. Go pull up my credits.
Go pull up, go to this
Black
website.
Panther, Avengers, Infinity War. All I do a lot of Marvel movies.
Let's see. Let me pull it up so we know that,
Go pull up my
so they
Dora
know
Milaje
what's going
picture.
on. Let's pull it up so they know what's going on. This is you. Houston, Texas, 1986. At the age of 7, she expressed interest in singing and acting. This is you in the Avengers.
Yep. Bald head. Yep. For you haters. You can scroll down to look at the credits.
Avengers,
Yes,
two of them.
yeah.
Black Panther and Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Yes, I was as a Dora Milaje. I don't care if
Oh,
I'm a 37-year-old single mom. What are you? That does not hurt my feelings. Y'all got to get something better than that. Does not hurt my feelings.
you was in BMF?
Yep, I doubled Cash Doll on the first season. I doubled KO, stunt double for them. Played myself a couple times.
Wow. Interesting. I'm gonna have to go back and look at those movies and say I know her.
Yep, so
So let's double back to these super chats and then
I'm
I'm
a
gonna
sick
ask you.
feminist. Yeah.
Let's double back to these super chats and then I'm gonna ask you a question from the beginning before we let you go.
Oh,
Uh right here we have Yness Simmons. He says she wants a Trinidad King because if she gets pregnant, she wants her baby to have good hair. Look at her unconsciously
crazy.
focused on the mixed babies.
Trinidad's got good hair. There's so many Trinidad's that got. hair like they were from West Africa, because most of them are West African. I'm confused. That's stupid. You
Mal-
have good hair. I have good hair, so I'm confused.
Malcolm says successful woman concerned about the prices of increasing third world countries. Everything is cap.
It's cap because that's not cap, because you're gonna make it harder for the locals. And plus, if I want to live somewhere where the locals live at, I'm gonna be paying American prices. Do you get where I'm coming from? You don't, because
Yeah.
you don't travel. You ain't been nowhere.
Okay. So,
I got so back ignorant in here for real.
oh yeah, I
Your
know.
followers really hate black women, because I just came on here and agree with most of the things you said, and they over here just clowning me, which I don't care, because none of these guys will be the type of guys I would date anyway.
So let's double back though.
I
Let's get back to that. We were talking about feminism. You said that you're part of the older crowd and you don't look at it the same way as people in my age bracket.
Mhm.
And you said that what reasons are the women hard now again?
Why the reasons hard? Why the women hard now? You talking about in
Yeah,
my generation, my age?
yeah. Well, shit. Really, it's just American women in general. So why are the? Because even my mom has admitted that she's like she's admitted that she's in her masculine energy. So she's admitted it. That's the only reason I'm saying it, and she said it online too. So that's the only reason I'm saying
I'll
it
tell you
online.
why. Because a lot of women are used to. It's not because they want to. It's because they have nobody to depend on. So it's basically like, fuck it, I'll just do it by myself. You get what I'm saying? Type of attitude, because they're so used to doing everything by themselves. So they don't want to ask when women need help. They don't want to ask for help. They could be struggling. You wouldn't even know it. They'll keep, they got to keep this facade that they're just so strong. So because they don't want to seem like they're needy to people nowadays. It's like you can't even ask for help without people talking down on you. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about the black culture. We used to uplift each other, help each other out. Now it's like nobody wants to care about each other. Nobody wants to express their emotions. We have to like keep our emotions to ourselves. Men can't even be open about how they feel without women calling them a punks and stuff like that. So I just think that everybody just have to get back to communicating with each other and just looking out.
So what does it take? You said that you would have a wall up. What does it take for somebody to break that wall down?
I have to trust you.
What does that take?
For that, communicate me getting to know you slowly without having to rush stuff. Like I feel like a lot of men they rush. I don't, not saying relationships. I think they just try to rush to get in your pants. Like I went on this date yesterday and I was like, okay, text me when you get home. The guy gets in the car and texts me, I want you. Instant block.
Yeah,
Then
he
after
could have said
the
that
date,
to your face. He could have said that to your face.
I don't think you should say that to me on the first date. That's very inappropriate. And then even after the date when he walked me to my car, he was trying to give me a kiss on the mouth. I don't know you. You give me a kiss
What?
on the cheek. I just thought that he was still.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So
Now hold on. Now hold on. I guess I've been out the States too long. When I was in the States, I wasn't used to getting a kiss on the first date. But in these other countries, yeah, I need that kiss.
you can get
You
get a
you
first
you ain't you
second
ain't got to go home with me.
somebody on
You
the.
ain't got to go home with me on the first date because I've been to some countries where it's like the chicks didn't go home with me the first day, and I'm not tripping as long as I had a good time. Now that's when I start worrying about that money I spent. Now, if you was boring as hell, that money's starting to matter now because now I feel like I just gave it to you for the hell of it. Now, if I had a good time and I spent $80, which outside the country that's a lot to spend on a date. If I spent $80 in Brazil on a date, but I was smiling the whole time we was having a good time, but that kiss is mandatory
On the first day, a kiss? What about a kiss on the cheek?
though. A kiss on the cheek. I'm not your son.
But do you not understand that you could get a sexually transmitted disease from kissing somebody on the lips?
I ain't got one yet.
Why aren't we more cautious of stuff like this?
I ain't got one yet. Well, look, I tell you what. If you can get herpes or mono, usually you can see that.
Well, some people got these beards and hide it really good. That's all I'm saying.
But we don't wear makeup.
I'm just letting you know I'm not kissing on the first date. I'll give you a kiss
Yeah.
on the cheek. I just think that Boundaries should be set. That's all. If I don't know you.
See, I'll never be able. I'll never. I'll never be able to. I'll never be able to integrate back into American society. I done got too many kisses on the first date, so now when it's time for me to come, I can't. I can't do it. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I didn't date. I done went on a date with an American chick in Africa, and I got a kiss on the first date.
That's her.
Maybe. Maybe I was about to say maybe that was just her, but you know what? I forgot when I was in Dallas. That kissing was, I mean, if you got a kiss, I was about to call 7 of my homeboys and be like, oh, got a kiss. Now I get a kiss. I ain't finna call nobody and tell them like she was supposed to do that.
I'm not saying I would never ever, but can stuff happen naturally? Why you
So
force?
you not gonna kiss the guys that you don't really find that attractive.
No, the guy was very attractive, very handsome guy. But the way he did it, it was kind of like, if I tell you no and I move my head and you still try to do it, and then you try to,
Okay, yeah.
I, it's off a little rapey and desperate to me. So it's kind of desperate.
He
And then
probably
you
was.
got, see, this is what I understand. I'm trying to set boundaries, but with the same breath, if I have sex with a guy, oh, these chicks be having sex on the first date, blah blah. But when a woman says boundaries, it's a problem. I'm confused. It's like I can't win for anything, right? Yeah, I want a woman to act like a lady, you know, but you sitting up here talking about, oh, she got to give me a kiss on the first date, or, you know, I'm having sex on the first date.
Well, look. Somebody said you really got to be feeling a person to kiss them on the first date. They be feeling me. They be feeling. I'm your only friend. They be feeling me.
Okay.
So
But don't force it though. You get what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna force it because I'm the right guy. I know how to ease into the kiss because first I'm gonna test you. I'm gonna see if you pass inspection first. I'm gonna test you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab your hand first, and if I can, not like, come on, like, don't do that because I know y'all love to force that when I say that. What I'm saying is while we're talking, I'll try to hold your hand while we're talking. If she can't hold the hand, okay. I already know she ain't gonna kiss me on this date, and we're gonna go ahead and call this one as a loss because she don't find me attractive enough to hold the hand. Then that you got me kind of fucked up right there. So Khalil says, Phedra, I'll date you. You a little baddie. End of story. Thanks for coming on the channel. Thank you for the $10 super chat. So what if a guy eases it into you? What if he want to hold your hand first and then he goes for the kiss? No. He holds it because listen, when I hold your hand, we've been sitting down talking for probably 30 minutes. And then, I don't know. I guess I just got this shit down by now. But apparently not everybody.
I'm
So
saying that it's a bad thing to do it. I'm like, can I at least set some boundaries? Like, I mean, I've talked to you on the phone. I haven't really hung out with you. I've talked to you on the phone, text you for months, but the communication hasn't been really consistent. You know what I'm saying?
I would agree.
And I haven't talked to this person in over 8 months. So I wouldn't want to kiss you on the mouth my first time seeing you on a date. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. Now, people are different. They might have chemistry because they've been talking, FaceTiming, talking on the phone, FaceTiming, texting. Me and him we haven't done that. So no.
Let me I'm gonna read the super chat and you tell me when you gotta go because I know you got something to do here in a minute. Brendan B sent $5 for women date to disqualify, men date to qualify. Do you think that's true? Y'all do date to disqualify.
No, that's a good point. I do. I think I kind of agree with that because at the end of the day, the woman is doing the choosing, right? You might say, "Will you marry me?" But she has to be the one to say yes or no, right? So
yeah, can't force her.
So I do agree with that. That's a good point.
Okay, so
Hey, depending where you live at, because look, I feel like in Atlanta, it's opposite way. The man has the upper hand out here.
so but you still not gonna kiss on the first date.
Not with somebody I don't know like that. Say hi to my dog. Say hi.
Oh, you get a dog a kiss instead.
No, I didn't kiss my dog. You said it like this. That's what they say.
Oh.
Say hi. Momo, say hi.
Y'all are bullshitting in these comments, man. I'm
They
reading some
are.
of
They
these
are so
comments.
mad at me for no reason, but I love it. Keep the chats coming.
Bless already said men don't have the upper hand in Atlanta. I don't think men have the upper hand anywhere.
I don't know. I disagree with that. I think men have it made in Atlanta. If I was a male in Atlanta, I would be on and popping. Like I said, the ratio of women to men, and then the amount of women that's available, they are willing to share out here. You guys got it made out here in Atlanta. That's why you guys don't want to commit. It's too many options.
Anonymous put up a chat. He says, and this, if you guys have a question, donate a Cash App or a Super Chat. If you really love me, donate a Cash App because I'm gonna get there right now. We might go to Manaus sooner. Otherwise, y'all gotta wait until the next check come through, which is in a couple weeks. Anyway, if you have a question for the American Black woman, is what Anonymous says. Why do they do blank? Super chat the question because she has to go here in a minute. She told me she already had to leave in like
No,
10
let me.
minutes, 5 minutes.
I can still answer. Go ahead.
Go ahead. So she about to step outside on y'all.
I'm still on here because I want to see what they got to say.
Yeah, go ahead. Super chat your questions if you have a question, you guys. Otherwise, we're gonna have to let her go.
I done got perfume on my shirt. Now I got to drop.
Ratio is 50-50 in Atlanta.
No, it's not. I would say it's like 70-30. Answer questions until they
Lactac involved. I guess y'all don't have any
you
questions,
answer
you
this
guys.
question.
Y'all ain't got no questions. We got another question from Yanez Simmons. He sent $20 for Jesus Christ. Phedra thinks a kiss is a big deal. She thinks her box is golden. You're overinflating your stock, love. No shade, keeping it real.
Hey, you're entitled to your opinion. If I wasn't feeling the guy, then why should I be? Why does he deserve a kiss? I'm confused. No means no. This is
How many dates?
this is why so many. These are the same guys that's forcing kisses. Same guys to take advantage of a woman when when she tells you no. And this is why there's so many assault cases because you guys think like this.
J.K. Perkins, let me check your ass real quick. Austin, you're embarrassing yourself about the requirement of the first kiss. This lady's on point. She sounds reasonable. You sound emotional. Bullshit. I'm going to tell you why this bullshit. I never said I required. If I felt I required a kiss, I wouldn't be testing by trying to hold your hand first. I go off of interest. If I hold her hand and she holds my hand, oh, she's interested in enough for the physical touch. So I know in about 25 minutes, I'm going to do something else. And then 30 minutes after that, I'm going to go for the kiss. That ain't requiring shit. That's seeing what you want to do. So thank you for the super chat too as well. Thank you very much. The next super chat is from Vince. He says, if dating is about just meeting, then why do many Black American women expect high-level dates that cost more than $100?
I don't know. If you was listening earlier, I just told you how I went on a cheap date to a Mexican restaurant and my tab was probably $30. I picked the spot because like I said, I didn't want a guy thinking I owed him anything. I will finally meet you at a coffee shop. There's a Starbucks around the corner. I've done it before, so I can only speak for myself. But now I will say this: after a few times of conversing and going on these little cheap dates, I do expect a nice date at some point, but I just don't expect it right off the rip. But eventually, I do expect to have to take another nice day. I mean, is that fair? I feel like that's fair.
Yeah. We got a cash app from $10 cash app from ALT. He says 6-year-old fan again, did not know her. Great live. Thank you very much for the cash app. John Thomas sent $5 for how risky is your job? Many stunt people get injured.
I could die. That's how risky it is. I've had a few fellow stuntmen pass away from accidents. out of their control. It does take a toll on your body, scars, back problems. So yeah, it's not an easy job.
Yeah, I don't know why y'all tripping. I told you, listen, y'all ain't finna convince me. Listen, this kissing shit ain't up for discussion. The way I have not had no complaints about no kisses. I ain't gonna force nobody to do nothing anyway. Y'all should know that by now. You must be new here if you don't know that.
See, like I said, these people in here have selective hearing. So now you like me now. You have not been listening to what I've been saying in the beginning. You guys pick and choose what you want to agree with. And I've been agreeing with most of the stuff that he has been saying. But I gave you don't like my reasons why. Like I said, the reason why women act a certain type of way. I'm giving you why we do. Because I'm a woman. I can tell. I can speak for myself. You are not a woman.
Shango, you can get STDs by kissing. Put a condom on next time you kiss somebody then. Put a condom on.
I'm just saying, get to know somebody. You ain't got to just, I'm just saying, if the chemistry is there on the first date and both of y'all in tune each other and you want to kiss, do that. But I'm just saying, like, it wasn't the right time for him to kiss me. It didn't, the vibe was not there. That's what I'm saying. I remind him of his mother.
So that's what it really is, though. That's what it really is, though. That's what I was saying. It's about who's trying to get the kiss from you. Because if the right guy wants the kiss, then it's not going to be a problem.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's not. There is no. Oh, it's the first date. It's just this motherfucker can't kiss me on the first date. That's what it really is.
No, it's factors too, though. Like I said, it might be a first date, but you guys have probably been FaceTiming, talking on the phone all day, this and that, and have been knowing each other, but not have really went on a date. You get what I'm saying? That's different. It's versus me. Oh, this is my first time actually hanging out with you. I've seen you out before, but never really talked to you on the phone. This is my actual first time kicking it with you. So that's two different scenarios. Like I could like send you out plenty of times, exchange numbers with you. We've talked on the phone, chat all the time. And the first date, we already had that chemistry because we've already talked, and we ended up kissing. But don't try to kiss me, and I haven't even talked to you in 8 months, or I haven't even seen you. Ain't really no chemistry. Like you just trying to force a kiss. It didn't sit well with me. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, force it. It ain't a force that vibe is there. So I know when I should and should not kiss. So I'm with you on forcing the kiss, but can't nobody on this planet say I forced a kiss out of him. Andrew said, "How did she get into acting?"
I used to live in LA, and that was a goal of mine to be an actress. I used to want to be a singer, but when I moved to LA, I wanted to be an actress. I started taking acting classes, doing background work, and networking with people, and then I always had a martial arts background too, so I forgot to tell you that. So when I was out there, was like, there's not a lot of stunt women, not a lot of black stunt women. So I just got linked up with the right people and started training and hustling my way from doing background to where I'm at now. I took the long way, not the easy way. Phedra, was a culture shock when you moved from heaven to the United States, and what ring size do you wear? Oh, you're so sweet. Pajama Llama.
Pajama Llama said, Phedra, was it a culture shock when you moved from heaven to, she read it for you guys. Thank you for the super chat. Khalil says, Phedra, y'all do the same to us men, but I liked you more after I saw your resume online. End of story. Where the coffee shop at? I'm in Miami, profession architect.
See, y'all be talking all that noise, and now y'all cool with me. See, y'all men be fake. Come on now. Y'all just judge me right off the rip without even listening to what I had to say.
It's a double standard. Many American women want a $150 a day with great chemistry and then expect us to not want to kiss. Why not just split the bill 50-50 with no expectations?
So I'm confused. So you spending $150 on a date, which is not even expensive nowadays. A drink is $16. where I live at. A meal is about what, $50 a piece. You're already at $140 plus 20% gratuity. So you mean to tell me that just because you spend over $100 on a date that I have to give you a kiss? That's the case. Go find a prostitute and just give her just pay her $100 and you can just have sex with her for less.
Well, I know this. You ain't getting no prostitute in the United States for $150.
Yes, you can. Ain't gonna be somebody you like though. You can definitely get one for $100.
Yeah, it's gonna be a dope fiend.
She ain't gonna be she might be a baddie, but she might have a lot of problems with her. She might, have a little addiction, so she gonna need that money. So
okay. Well, if you
TikTok,
guys have
not my Instagram. I'm not adding. My page is private on Instagram. TikTok is Phedra 1. Add a 1 at the end of my name.
Well, if you guys have any more questions, send a super chat.
I don't eat McDonald's. I'm a pescatarian.
Oh wow. Phedra, spill the beans on the Diddy parties.
You know what's funny? I've never been to a Diddy party. I've been to Jimmy Fox party, but I ain't been to the after party.
Oh, there you go. That's telling you all you need to know.
I ain't been to no Diddy party. I'm too black. They ain't gonna let me stay afterwards.
Raven, oh my God. Raven says, yeah, I'm not kissing a guy on the first date. I bet you kiss me on the first date. They don't say that about Austin.
Y'all know drinks for $16. Come on now. 37 years and not married. No, I'm glad I'm not married because I know people who divorced in multiple marriages. I'm fine. Joke's on you.
Wow. Well, if you guys got a question, donate a super chat. Otherwise, we want her to drive the car safely.
I said Instagram TikTok because my Instagram is more professional. I only have friends on there, so stop trying to. The guy 787. Stop trying to act like a dick.
Vince also sent another $5 for Austin. Please weigh in. So greater than $200 with chemistry and don't expect a kiss. Then they hit up Tyrone after the date for free. Oh.
Oh, who hurt you, boo?
I would. Hey, check this out. I'm pretty convinced all those chicks that went on the date just for the experience and not to get to know Austin and not for Austin to get to know her. It's very likely they did have somebody that just was like, yeah, okay, well, let me know when you're free. Yeah, I'm ready now. I was with my friends.
Tyrone, that's funny.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, I can say men do the same thing, but I'm not gonna do tit for tat. They probably do. So hey, I wouldn't know.
Austin, you're not a Tyrone. It's not the point.
Austin.
Yeah, well, y'all can say whatever you say. Anyway, I'm gonna give you guys 3 more minutes to donate a super chat, and we're gonna let her get where she's going safely. And I appreciate her coming through and educating the other Black American women or American women and women in general that want to live the digital nomad lifestyle on how it is. And even though we caught some Kevin Samuels type of comments today.
Joe, I never disagreed.
Disagreed about what?
He said, Phedra, no offense, but the rules are rules. They're different from men. Men can be dogs and women can't. Sexist, you bet. I don't think that women should do the same thing men do anyway. That's why we have traditional gender roles. I don't think that women can live life and date like men. If they want to, that's fine with them. I'm just saying, I do agree with you, Joe. Like I said, y'all got selective hearing. Y'all just hear certain things.
Sounds about right. They got selective hearing with me too.
Why am I single? Because me and my boyfriend broke up a month ago. That's why I'm single. What's your thought on white women hair? Why you still in it? I don't think this is a white woman's hair. Yeah. Austin, will you go to my Instagram stories?
Yeah, I can go to your Instagram story. Let's see.
Show my Instagram stories real quick, because I just want to shut up people real quick.
She's my friend on Instagram, y'all.
Just the stories, yeah. What I posted today.
Let's see. Let's pull this up. Let's pull up her Instagram.
Yeah, go to my story. You can't zoom in? Okay, what that say? 2000 what?
21.
That's when I shaved my head for a TV show called Wednesday Addams on Netflix.
2022.
2022. What's that?
2022 December.
Yep. 7 months later. What's that? December.
A year later. 2023.
And that is today. Get out. Drop the mic. Leave me alone.
And there you go. How many tattoos do you have?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
I don't know. I don't know how to separate them, because it's like a stomach one and it's one on my. I would say 3. Y'all haters.
Phedra, can you tell us about your baby daddy and why you wrecked your family?
I don't know about wreck my family. Malcolm needs to get blocked. He's just so negative. Is he even black?
I think he mixed with black.
He's like a fat. Oh, he's a white guy. He's a fat white guy. Anyway, next story. She's calling Long D Larry after her date tonight. DJ Envy, get out of here, please. I'd be listening to your bullshit if that's. I mean, I know that's not him, but still. Why would she date someone who makes less than her? Good question. I have before. Will I do it again? No. Thank you for bringing her on, but let's be honest. Most guys make under 100K. I do understand that, Vince. That's why I said earlier. I do understand that most guys I date I make more than, which is fine. But what I was saying is that you have to date on your budget. If you know that a woman is used to taking herself out to certain places, just date on your level. You know she's a chili type of girl, Cheesecake Factory. Nothing wrong with that. Just stick to what you can afford.
Yanez says
there's nothing wrong with that.
Tattoos on the torso, 1000% selling P. End of the story.
That's fine. I don't have to sell P because I make more than you in 1 month.
Wow.
Your yearly salary is how much I make in 1 month.
Wow.
Now you should go home and cry.
They said they can't afford you. That's what they said in the chat.
Typical black woman. I've dated, most of my boyfriends make less than me, and I said, now that I know better, I won't do it again, and I have reasons for that. I've never said I never did.
Kevin Samuels also said, don't date someone you wouldn't sleep with, aka don't waste your time and money.
That's true. I agree with Kevin Samuels. I just didn't agree with delivery. Because women he described is not me. I'm a part of that 1% or 5%. So he wasn't talking about me.
Oh, delivery, big deal.
It's just the delivery. That's all. Because it's all good. But I agree with him. But the men in here talking about, Kevin Samuels would chew you guys up in here. They're talking about, they got a problem. They're talking about 50-50 and first date.
Yanez Simmons says, no, you don't, boo. You definitely don't make more than me. I can come see you.
But this ain't no debate. I make 6 figures in my sleep.
I need to buy your course.
It's called residual income. Every time y'all watch a TV show, I get paid. You see my credit.
Wow. Okay, so do we have any? Oh my God, Raven, stop it with the propaganda. God damn, you fellas should try to kiss on the hand move. Yeah, that's the best way to talk yourself right up out the panties without even talking. Don't kiss an American chick on her hand. Oh, please don't do that. Please don't do that.
What's wrong with nice,
Oh, it's a lot longer. See, that's something your mama taught you. Like my mama used to teach me shit like that. Like this extra gentleman. Like I'm a gentleman. I'm gonna hold the door open and I cut your steak up and all that. But I ain't. Listen, some shit I'm not about to do because I know it's not gonna work. And that kissing on the hand is a bad move.
Yeah. I'm broke and I'm sad. I wish I'm broke. That's that's a lie.
Well, you guys.
Who is West Coast Productions? Stop lying.
We love trying to go band for band.
I never said that. I've dated men who do not make more money than me. Stop it. You guys do not listen. And Kevin Samuels would definitely like me.
Why didn't you ever call into the show?
I just won't go on the podcast with the wig on because he can't say nothing about me after I take this wig off. I got clear skin. I got nice teeth. I'm in shape. I got a good job. I know how to cook. I make money. I'm well spoken, educated. He would not say anything bad about me.
Interesting.
That's good or a goodie. That's what I'm talking about.
The tone police. Okay.
Guys, you guys are funny.
Remember, you guys want me to read the super chat? You got to donate a $5 super chat or more to the guest, so we can to the panel, so we can read it to the guests. But you guys, we got to have a talk. Our discussion is okay. We got another one from Vince. Oh, he loves you. It's not about the money. Us men who make over 120K know that $200 dates with chemistry and no kiss is a bad return on your money. I would agree. Especially if we had chemistry and I don't get a kiss, I'm gonna feel like I missed out on something. Something wasn't there.
Wow.
Now I'm gonna feel like she was pretending. But I mean, I don't have this problem. I know who and who to not go on a kiss for.
You guys act like that you spend the entire $200 on us. You guys think about half of that money is y'all drinks and food. Our time is valuable. You don't even know if we do have kids, we might have to spend money on a sitter because we want to go on a date with you guys. That's money. Time is money. We probably got our nails done and hair done to go on this nice date. That costs, so it's not cheap for us either. Gas. We come to, you guys don't pick up women nowadays or even meet halfway. You want us to come over there. So stop acting like $200 is a lot of money. In 2024, $200 is nothing.
Okay, so we got a couple more super chats right here from Paul K. Says she's beautiful. Very main thing is high quality men don't commit to single mothers. They want legacy, bragging rights, etc.
I disagree with that only because I would say maybe for me, my daughter is basically grown, so I don't even have a kid in the house. So, but for the most part, probably so. And whoever that guy is, what his name? The last one said you can't get a man you want because the man you want has better options. Actually, they don't have better options. That's why they always try to hit me up.
Ismail
says, not available to them.
Why are you not available?
Won't you ask? Why should I? Hold on. Can she explain why men go with white, Latina, Asians over black? I'm a woman. Why should I explain that? That's you guys' conversation, right? You tell Austin to explain that. That's I'm not a guy. I can't speak for men, just like you can't speak for a woman. But according to my male friends, they say because they're easier. And that's all I'm going to say. And more gullible. Y'all be quick in here with this.
Jeanette Simmons says, Phedra, why you can't get the man you want because the man you want has better options? Yeah. So, but why are you not available whenever they come back around, when they circle back around to you?
Because I don't split the block, that's why. If you had your chance to talk to me and you had me in your little rotation, bye. I done found somebody else. And you try to come
commodity.
back.
A hot commodity.
Sorry. And trust me, I can get the man I want. Trust me. It's not hard. A ugly person can get the man they want too. Can she explain why, man? Y'all funny. Hey,
Uh,
fellas, I ain't do that. I ain't gonna. That's too mean. I'm gonna keep that mean comment to myself. That's
let's
fine. I'm
see.
not masculine. You're just a beta male. You just a probably a little bitch. That's why you think I'm masculine.
Damn. Well, you guys, I
Y'all want a
mean,
woman to be feminine. I'm confused. Y'all want a woman to be so feminine when all y'all do is dog her out and talk to her like shit. Why would a woman want to be feminine to a man that's degrading her? You
well,
want a woman to be feminine, bring the femininity out of her.
well,
Like,
I'm gonna tell you this. Generally
you
speaking,
know what I'm saying?
usually the dudes
I
that
don't
aren't
understand.
dogging y'all out and degrading y'all, though, usually the role becomes vice versa, right? If I'm not dogging you out, whooping you, and degrading you, then pretty much you do everything that I would have done except whoop me, or maybe you might even whoop me too. I didn't seen that happen.
Mhm.
Not all the time. I mean, you ain't finna do it to me,
Yeah.
but
What's the age range in here? Like
my audience is predominantly 25 to 65.
25 to what?
25 to 65.
Who? I wonder who's in here over 35, or
Most
or
of
even over
the
30.
people are over 35.
It seemed like I only see two people: the bald headed guy and I guess.
Phedra, I make six figures too. Martial artist, also pescatarian, lives in Miami, architect. But this right here, you doing too much flexing on the bag.
How I'm flexing on the bag when somebody in here just said I was broke, I have no real job, and I said, do you even know what I do? I work hard. I'm proud of what I do. So you mad at me because I'm defending myself of somebody saying that I'm probably a prostitute and I'm going to other countries to have sex with men. I don't have to because I do well for myself. I don't have to sleep with men to get things. I buy things for myself. That's all I'm saying.
Yanez Simmons says other races of women are not easier, love. They just understand womanhood better than you.
Whatever you think, I'm not going to argue with you.
Uh-oh, she done had enough.
No, I'm just saying, I'm not about to argue with ignorant people. Like, do what works for you. At the end of the day, do what works for you. If you don't like black women because you had bad experiences with black women, go date another race because I guarantee you're going to see that women will be women.
So do you think women are the same worldwide?
I just, overall, yes. But like I said, only thing that's different most of the time is culture, how they were raised.
Thank you so much.
I've already said that earlier. I said that people have traditional values, like example, like Asian women. Asian women were taught different in Asia, not the Asian American women because they're a little bit different. But Asian women, parents, you can't even marry an Asian if you're broke. Anyway, you gotta impress their parents. The women groom their daughters to, of course, be domesticated. And it's a sad thing with Americans. We, like I said, we didn't have those two traditional gender roles in the household. Some people were blessed to have both parents in the household, but for those who didn't, we don't know what it's like for a woman to be taken care of by a man, or we're just so used to doing all the work ourselves. So, like I said, it's more a cultural thing.
Malcolm says insults are the no-go insults are the go-to for the person with a losing argument. Hasn't been able to defend her position at least.
Malcolm, you've been saying insults since I got on, so don't even answer none more of his questions. That little $5 ain't shit. Save your money and go get some what is $10 at Planet Fitness to get a gym membership? You could have used that to get a gym membership. $5 more, $10 a month.
UCBX says, I enjoyed the interview, and as an older black man, I have no problem with Phedra. I think she's attractive, and I would get along fine with her. Wow.
Like I said, I have no problem with older men. This is why I date older men, because they get it.
Wow.
It's the young men who don't know any better, but when they get older, they're gonna change. Trust me. I used to be like these young girls that have different mindsets.
So what changed about your mindset? What changed?
As you get older, life experiences, realizing that men gonna be men. It's just how you approach the situation, how you act. Also, you have to be more selective because at the end of the day, if you have a failed relationship, nobody is to blame but yourself because you saw the signs, you could have been left the relationship. Know your worth. You got to set the precedent. When like you meet a guy, you have to carry yourself a certain way, dress a certain type of way. Because if you don't, he's gonna put you in a certain category. Oh, she came on the first date with this short ass dress on, looking like this. I'm put her as she just a fun girl. I'm just gonna smash her type of thing. You know what I mean?
Vince says, love black women first, but other races and Afro-Latinas do not require $250 dates. Budget is not the problem. Phedra is a great guest, by the way. She sure is. She sure is a great guest. Do you well, no. Yeah, I guess. I don't know if you have anything to say to that.
I would say this because you got to think about it. Afro Latinas, the cost of living is cheaper down there. You don't pay for $20 for a drink, so you really can't compare prices or dates in freaking Colombia versus America or DR. It's a total different price range. You can get a drink for $5 and a whole steak dinner for $20 out there, which is going to cost you $75 in America. So you guys got to take that in consideration as well. You obviously have no idea who I am. You might want to look at how I dress. I'm a very polished person. I'm masculine. That's fine. You're just a beta. You're just a beta male. That's all. At the same time, overseas sex is a fair exchange. Hey, dudes work for you. I didn't say you have to. I'm just letting you know if you go to a nice restaurant, it's gonna cost $200 because drinks are $20 a piece, and you got to pay for both of you guys' meal. You're gonna get an appetizer and 2 entrees. Do the math. You're not dumb, or maybe you are.
Set up Austin with an Afro-Latina YouTuber. Getting YouTuber females is asking for too much, man. I would have been done it if it could be done that easily.
Big King Travel, the dudes in here really do hate women. You can tell, even by the comments. The grading, don't even know somebody. Like, as soon as I got on camera, I wasn't paying attention because I don't care, but it just shows how it's really not black women. It's a black man always degrading black women. Most of them, not all.
Are you driving
y'all wouldn't
yet?
get on here if a Latina. Y'all wouldn't say that if a Latin woman got on here with some weave and fake boobs and a face full of makeup. Y'all wouldn't say anything about her, and that's the truth. That's the truth.
These motherfuckers.
Oh,
she's driving, you guys.
You gotta start with yourself, for real. If you want a better woman, change your attitude. The way you talk to women, the way you view women. That's the reason why you can't find a good American woman. That's the reason why you got to go outside the country, because it's really you. It's not the woman. It's you. Your mindset.
What about me though? What about me?
I'm gonna have to sit back and watch some of your videos to see if you talk about women like that, like your followers do, because they follow you for a reason. They follow you because obviously y'all have the same common interests. So I'm hoping that's really not the case. But if you make videos about all the negativity, what do you expect? If I make a podcast talking about black men ain't shit and this and that all the time, I'm gonna have my followers believing the same thing, and I'm never gonna find a good man because I'm brainwashed into thinking that all black men ain't shit. Your words or your secure reality, and that's what I'm saying.
Sister Camellia says, I appreciate your maturity and respectfulness, Austin. Your mother did a great job. I love your channel. Thank you very much. No, Austin does not hate black women. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to sit here and do this interview. I got some people, you know what? I would be able to. I got some people I hate, and they wouldn't even know I hate them. That don't mean that don't. I just know how to be cordial, but no, in this case, you guys know I don't hate. Y'all know I I ain't got no reason to hate for what. I'm not even over there.
Be more
Just
cordial.
here to support. Keep up the
Yeah,
good
we gotta
work,
be
bro.
more
Phedra is
cordial,
a great
man.
guest. Huh? What'd you say?
The man start respecting each other. That's where it starts from. Your guests, your people here can't even respect your guests.
Yeah, they don't respect me sometimes either.
Come on your show.
But it's because I don't like to ban them because more people want to watch because it's always a conversation in the chat. I can go take a shower and they gonna talk here by themselves for 30 minutes. Kenneth Foster says, me being 48 and six-figure, nice-looking guy, I think she's a good catch. It's just hard to find. It's just hard for her to find a unique person. I have the same problem. Well, maybe y'all could get together. You know, you got a TikTok.
Hey. My age limit is 40. How did you say 48? Me being 48.
48.
Yeah, y'all go try to be matchmaker. Yeah, it
Yeah,
is harder when you get
that,
older. I mean, that's the truth. But at least you don't settle for shit when you're older. You know.
that's good. Oh, this guy is funny.
It's harder when you're older. I love some Phedra. I'm looking for her. Well, thank you, dark 80s man.
She wouldn't give the nice guy a chance. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys. I know you guys are donating money, but
Look,
I'm not
why
really
y'all be
doing nothing.
like? Y'all so funny on here. Y'all don't even know who I've dated. Y'all don't know who I've given a chance to. Like, I've given chance to people who don't even deserve a chance. After I paid for dates before too. And
Yeah.
I think people, every woman is not out here to use people. Get that out your head.
Marty says you like fuck boys with 2% body fat.
I don't like fuck boys. I like my man with a little lame in them, but still masculine at the same time. Well educated, got a good job, adventurous like me, clean cut. I like my man clean cut.
Well, check
like
this out.
Like
a GQ cover magazine. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you drive. I'm gonna let you enjoy the rest of your sunlight. There's no sunlight over here anymore. But we appreciate you coming on and informing. You know I don't hate black women. I don't hate you, but you know the people. We gotta let the people speak. But we're gonna read one more super chat and I'm gonna let you go. Yanez Simmons says she wants older men for their money, selling pee when their PP doesn't work, is what she said, and deal with younger dudes with the energy.
I'm confused. Where did you get that? Do you even listen? Are you slow? Do you have selective hearing? Are you special? Or are you? I'm confused. You seem a little slow to me.
But yeah, I'm gonna let you go ahead and enjoy your night, so you can. I know you got something to do. You already told me, so we appreciate you coming on.
Right now. Thank you.
Thank you. You have a good time.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Wasn't that such a great conversation, you guys? We had such a good time. You guys donated a lot of super chats. Put a 1 in the chat if you guys want more guests like her. But why did I do that interview? I did it for the exact reason that I told her. Because I seen her my Instagram and she was like, hey, where are you going next? And so we started talking for a little bit. I tried to pick a debate, not American style. Like I was trying to pick a debate so I could know what to talk about when I get on, because you guys know me. I'm trying to pick a debate, and we were able to bring that to the stream today. And the questions were guided around women that want to travel. So if there's any women that want to travel, I hope you heard from her experience what things you should look out for, stuff like that. Things that are important. She just said if she would have known she would have been debating the passport, bro, she would have been prepared. It sounds like she was prepared though. It sounds like she was prepared. So I think she did good. I think we'll get a lot of clips out of that. I think some stuff that she said will be picked up by other content creators. And they will do some reviews because she said some stuff that could be reviewed, but some of you guys do hate black women. I even seen some people in the chat say they hated black women. I don't hate black women at all. Like I told her, I said I love y'all, but can't deal with y'all. Now she's nice, she's nice. She's a nice person. But unfortunately, most of them are not like that. So you guys did let me show you guys some footage really quick of what I recorded today. This vlog is going to be a very good vlog. If you guys like the IRL, if you guys like the IRL streams where I take you guys outside, I literally recorded for like 2 or 3 hours. Like I held the camera for probably like 20 minutes at a time and I was just recording. And we were talking to people on the street, just, looking at all that kind of stuff. She might have connections, bro. I doubt she would be back. No, I mean, she didn't really sound too, she didn't really, I don't think I think luckily most of these women I bring on the show have thick skin. Most of them have thick skin. I don't tell them that. Because I don't tell the chicks like, hey, my chat's gonna be on your ass, because then they wouldn't show up. But you saw I told her, don't read the chat. Because I know you motherfuckers will say anything. Now, I'm gonna show you guys some nice art. No, I'm not gonna show you guys that one yet. Let's look at the first. So I got an interview from a man, a driver, an Uber driver. He was speaking in Portuguese. I was asking him a couple questions. Qual é o seu nome?
Jefferson.
Jefferson. Muito prazer.
Prazer todo meu.
And you're from Sao Paulo.
Yes.
How would you say the cost of living in Sao Paulo is compared to the rest of Brazil? But let me just go ahead and break it to you guys. I asked him about dating women in Sao Paulo. I was like, is it how often can you expect to see her per week? And he was like, oh, you can see her 2 or 3 times a week if you want to. But I couldn't. I was just like, okay, let's just take that, because I didn't want to make the entire interview about dating. He actually just texted me asking for a link to my channel so he could watch. But we did like a 13-minute interview. So this could be out tomorrow or day after tomorrow. I'm gonna have to upload the audio to a website so they could translate everything, because the amount of hours it would take to translate all this stuff is nuts. So
Para conquistar, tenha mais essa.
So that'll be there. That'll be there. Next, I'm gonna show you guys when we first touched down. I'm just giving you guys a little teaser of what we did today. What's going on, everybody? It's Austin Holloman. We got Coxman right here. He's a subscriber that's from United States as well, and he met me out here on the street whenever I went to the Batman. We're in this neighborhood called Osasco, and it's like in the western part of Sao Paulo, and we're just gonna do a tour around and show you guys far outside the tour zone, probably about 30 minutes, and we're gonna go get
Você vai?
No,
Vai para São Paulo?
Não. Nesse bairro. Sim. Aqui, onde é lugar com muitos negros. Negras.
Negro também sou negra.
Você?
Eu não vejo.
Eu preciso ver mais.
Lá no Antônio Negru.
Aí?
Lá em Osasco.
Mas?
Porque aqui não é centro de Osasco.
Não, aí. Aqui. Direito é isso, Lu.
Se você for a pé, você vai ver.
Sim, aqui.
Aí, daí você chega lá.
Sim. Some paintings or some stuff. Appreciate you for pointing out that those feces on the ground. I think I stepped in it anyway.
Being here for the first time.
Você tem que ir lá pra estação de Osasco, que é melhor.
Quantos
Lá tem
minutos?
tudo, lá tem Teletiano, lá tem tudo, lá tem tudo. Que é o centro de Osasco.
The audio will be better because we had on mics, and I have AI that can remove all that background noise.
Você pega um ônibus. Fala, quero descer em frente à estação de Osasco.
Usa
Estação
ônibus?
de ônibus, você pega ônibus. Dá pra ir, ele pega lá na estação de Osasco. Ou senão você pega o metrô aqui, ó. Tem o trem também. Ali.
I doubt we need to go cross over this thing, but let me see how far away that is, and look at how far. I think that might be closer.
Thing is, there's so many different directions you can
So the hospital is this way, but those are apartment buildings. So you know what? Let's do this.
go.
Let's use Google. Let's live in 2024, and see what restaurants are nearby. Because right now, you guys, we don't know where the hell we at. So there's restaurants. So if we go straight, yeah, we just had to keep following these train tracks, and there's a whole little area right here. Otherwise, if we go across this, it's more stuff, but this looks more like a keep going though. Everybody was looking at us right here. I thought for a second they was gonna try to snatch my camera. See that black chick? I would have stopped, but I didn't want all them people staring at us. So let's find somebody that's going back this way. IRLs in 4K. While we in here, I'm gonna go over here and get a water. She literally, that girl over there getting those apples, she just coughed all over those apples, bro. Bro, this is a nasty world, man. Put in my CPF again, that's what I was telling y'all. Just finished using the bath. ¿Es seguro ese barrio? ¿Es seguro aquí?
Aqui?
Sim. Anoche também? Não, é à noite.
Eu não sei, eu não venho muito aqui, não sou daqui.
Ah, sim. Muito prazer. Yeah. She said that she doesn't know where the bars are at. Nobody knows where the bars are at. And she also said that it's not safe at night. And she did me like this. She said, "Play somewhere."
Na esquina. Esquina. Aqui. Tem uma aqui.
Fui aqui. Fui lá. Mas não vi nada.
Mais linda persona.
Não tem muito aqui, sim? Não, nesse bairro.
Não, eu sei que tem lá.
Esse sector não?
Não, é que eu não sou daqui.
All right, you guys. So we are back in Pinedos near where I stay. And I gotta put some gel insoles in my shoes. I usually wear. It's cool. He said he wanted to get something to eat, so we're about to. It's that same spot I go to that I told you is right across the street from my crib, where it's always people at night. This is what it looks like during the daytime. See if we can find them something here. I usually eat at that burger spot back there, but there's a. Yeah, you know they actually got that here. They have trap music and smell of perfume all the way over here. Usually eat one here, but yeah, we can keep walking. So I guess not that spot.
But this guy, they got look like they're preparing for a bunch of people to come here.
Yeah, it's always a lot of people right here.
Is this only
I don't know, but when I was here the other day, it's always a lot of people right here.
I actually got a battery booster.
I got my battery pack with me too. It can charge a laptop 6 times. Yeah. I paid like $100 or $150 or something for it, but
It's cheaper, but it's also equipped with solar panels.
yeah.
So I could
Oh, we
recharge
got this.
it.
Oh, okay. So we just crossed the street with a crosswalk for people that don't think that Brazil has crosswalks. We're showing you guys, because some people think of Brazil, they think of like, oh, like those people are just living in a shithole that's like crime infested, which there is a lot of crime. But you guys see how green this grass is, which has nothing to do with it. But you see how clean the streets are. It's just like any other normal, at the minimum 2 months. Yeah, because different. But if you go to Madruera, I'm telling you, in Rio, if you go to Madruera, you would have a completely different opinion on Rio as if you never left Copacabana. Because I tell the story all the time. When I was in Madruera, I was leaving a... Look at your boy! I was drinking and smoking right before I came in here today. If you enjoyed today's show, Parliament, because Sao Paulo is not cheap and traveling is not cheap. Doing Salvador Bahia website, the travel guides are like 20 to 30 bucks. There you go. So for everybody that's like, oh, I've been wanting a vlog, I ain't done showing y'all yet. Hold on. If everybody that's like, oh, I want a vlog, I'm gonna bring you guys the 4K vlogs again. Depending on how this one performs, which I'm pretty sure to do well, I'm gonna make more of these types of vlogs. But look at this nice city of Sao Paulo. Look at that city. Now let's read a couple of these super chats before we get ready to get up off of here. Thank you. This was a reminder of what to avoid. Thank you, sir, for the super chat. Ismail says, oh, well, you're welcome as well. Ismail says, Western black women are in the rest of the world. Black women is very different. It's clear who we avoid. Yes, they're completely different. But she had her reasons why she thought they were completely different. Vince sent another $5 for $200 a date with no kiss is crazy. I would agree. Then want you to say you're broke, get the fuck out of here. If you can spend $200 on a date, then this type of man is not broke. Invest money instead and listen to your only friend, Austin Holloman, and do what I'm doing. Because I'm your only friend. I'm your only, I seriously am. Y'all see that quality of that DJI? Y'all see that quality? I mean, you could see every sparkle on everything. You can see every sparkle on everything. You guys got to, if you really love me, man, if you really love the videos and this content and these debates and all that, drop your boy a cash out. Now, let me know, you guys, I put this on my Instagram story. Let me know when the last time you saw this in the United States of America. Because like I was telling her, it's not all just about women that we are absolutely disgusted with. It's not just all about that. When was the last time you went to a park on a Sunday and you saw this? When was the last, oh, hold on, let me delete this shit. When was the last time you went to a park and you saw what your only friend right here is about to show you? When was the last time you saw this?
Look good, don't you?
Look at all these people, man. I wanted to cry when I was here. I was like, damn.
We need to come here and jog next time, you guys. I hate jogging, but I'll come here to jog next time for the video.
I'm gonna come back and do an IRL here. That's why I'm trying to decide if I should actually leave or
Exploring
just do more
Sao
vlogs
Paulo,
like
you guys.
this.
Exploring Sao Paulo.
Put a 1 in the chat if I should stay here and do more vlogs like this. I mean, we only got like 13 days left or something, but that cost of living to eat your ass up. Eat your ass up. I'm sorry, eat your ass up out here.
Hijo, mira. Hijo.
Let me cut. Hold on, they can't have that music. I need the stream monetized.
Las personas aquí están muy felices. Mira.
Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people playing soccer. I've never seen nothing like this outside of Latin America, really. In Europe, in Eastern Europe, I've seen it like this.
Wow.
But it was cold, so it wasn't like this. But there were still people at the park.
Es porque el equipo es mejor que Colombia. Todas personas, mujeres, hombres, niños, todos jugando fútbol. Mira.
Look at how many hundreds of people are out there. Y'all thought I was bullshitting.
Será que não pega pra todo mundo com a mesma? Deve pegar
Não, daqui a pouco eu vou sair atrás.
então, eles devem pegar.
Essa bola é a bola.
Khalil says Austin Central Park is similar like this, but hey, who's comparing? I mean, they got Central Park, but I mean, is it really like this? And if it is, how many parks in the United States are y'all still outside and kicking it like this? I mean, they did when I was a kid. You know, they had the hood picnic. I wasn't living in the hood, but I'm saying at the hood picnic, you know, they ain't even had a hood picnic no more. Look at all them kids. Kids. Meanwhile, your kids that you about to raise in the United States is inside playing fucking
Air smells real
Minecraft.
fresh.
Fucking Minecraft. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that. But you know, they got some really, really nice artwork in Latin America. I mean, even look at the graves, man. Look at how they treat the dead here. Like this is how they, when people pass, you know, they got the nice graves. I know they must have had money. She knew exactly what this channel was about. If you set this up, you're a genius in marketing. Favorite part when you told her she sounds like your mom. Thank you for the $5 super chat. My mom knows she sounds like that. And I only said that because my mom is online saying that, you know, she says it, you know what it is. But no, she hit me up. She hit me up, not for an interview. I just like, oh, you know, I'd love to bring you on the channel because you guys know I'm interviewing everybody at this point. It don't matter what background they come from. You know, as long as they're not a Nazi. As long as they're not a Nazi. I'm gonna show you guys one more. It's just a nice city, man. It's a nice city. It's a very nice city. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Well, actually, I don't have to get off yet. Hold on. So I hope you guys are looking forward to the vlogs. But yeah, that's what I got for you guys today. Interview, people playing at the park. You know, we got a lot of stuff coming through, man. We got a lot. I've been working. Even if I don't put up the vlogs, that don't mean they're not getting recorded. They still getting recorded, man. It's just, woo, when you're doing this by yourself, which I'm not necessarily by myself, but when you're doing it the way I'm doing it, it's not easy. It's not easy.
Você viu o Ale tá
Scoop. Y'all remember this if y'all saw the IRL.
Ensine o samba o ano inteiro. Comprei surdo e tamborim.
12 months of periodic rainfall ain't what Austin is showing. Yeah, man, I haven't experienced that. 12, where does it rain for 12 months straight? That's the whole year. Oh, you said periodic. I guess. So, bathroom break. Give me a second. Okay. Uh, so, yeah, man. When I went to the gym this morning, I was like irritated, right? Uh, I was very irritated. I was like, man, I'm checked out. Not of Sao Paulo. I'm checked out of Dayton in Sao Paulo. I was telling the guys had a video of me a minute ago. I was telling him how I knew I was checked out was you're checked out whenever you stop approaching women, right? You're really checked out because when I'm in the zone of approaching women and I'm in a new city, I'm like, oh, I want to meet her. I want to meet everybody. Anything I find attractive, I'm going to at least say hello, right? And if they say hello back, I'm gonna continue on and ask them, how they doing or what's their name. But whenever it even seemed like I was getting a choosing signal, I walk right past their ass too. Because in my mind, I'm like, man, that shit really don't even matter. It seemed like she looking at me, but you get the choosing signal and then they still disappear. So what's the fucking point? you know, what's the point? If they send a choosing signal and then they disappear, what's the point? And I'm not, the thing is, in order for me to get to that point, that doesn't mean like I've experienced the ghosting or you know, the bullshit 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5. That means like, okay, this shit didn't happen like 9, 10, 11 times. I'm like, okay, this isn't normal. And if it is normal, this is not the way how I like it. So let me just go to this so-called black neighborhood and just film and do a 4K vlog. Because I'm not gonna keep putting energy into meeting women and then they keep pussyfooting around. And I've been to like 40 plus cities around the world, and this is the only city that has made me get to that point where I'm like, yeah, fuck this shit. This is the only city that I've got to that point. This is the only time I've gotten where it's been like, okay, yeah, this is happening way too much, to the point where it's like, because people could say, oh, that's just how it is there. You got to learn how to navigate. Motherfucker, let me tell you something. If y'all want me to do these live streams in 4K vlogs, I shouldn't be somewhere where I'm having to put a lot of energy and having to develop a damn strategy into dating, right? I shouldn't do that. Because if you guys want me to sit on here and bring people like Phedra and do these 4K vlogs for 3 hours, and I'm over in, it's like, how can you can't date and do both? It's not worse in the United States, no. And I told you guys it's not worse because at least the women are polite. You know, they're not like the woman we just had on today. She was saying, like, she admitted to like some women are masculine, right? You're not really running into that here with them being masculine. They're still polite, they're still very feminine. They just ghost your ass. Like within hours of getting their number, and it's like, yo, like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, this is like Dallas. Like, but hey, again, I'm a tourist. You know, this is not my permanent situation. So what I'm not doing is I'm not, let me tell you something, I'm not learning nothing. I won't learn anything. Because I don't have to. For what? When I can just go somewhere else. Especially when we compare it to places like Salvador and Rio, where it's like that shit's just not happening more than 50% of the time. Like it's happened in Rio, it's happened in Salvador, it's happened in Recife, it's happened in Nairobi. It's happened everywhere I've been, but it was so slight where it was just kind of like, chocolate to the game. Sheen takes back, whatever. But when that shit started happening 50%, 60%, 70% of the time, it's like, okay, I don't know what this shit is about, but I can't deal with it. Thanks, Anton, for the useless comment that proves nothing. But anyway, yeah, so my way of coping with it is not dealing with it. I think you guys have learned that about me. Stuff I don't like, I just don't fuck with it. I don't like how the women in Dallas treated me, so I don't fuck with them. I'm not over there. It's that in my life, it's that simple. I don't like it, don't deal with it. So it's kind of like just don't deal with it. Anson says that they flake. That's part of the culture. Bullshit. Bullshit. Otherwise, I would have been complaining about this when I was in Salvador. I'm not in Salvador. We're having a different issue. So, if you learn to deal with flaking in Sao Paulo, you won't mind it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's the mindset of an idiot. Who the fuck is gonna adjust to flaking? That's an idiot mindset. Oh, I'm used to just setting up dates and then they don't show up. Yeah, fucking right. Won't be me. Put me where I set a date and 80% of the time they show up. Let's make it make sense. If that's the case, oh, also you should be used to your boss disrespecting you. You're in Sao Paulo, they just disrespect the boss. Like, you got how dumb that shit sounds? Pat Dewitt said, I got flaked on the most out of Sao Paulo anywhere in the world I've been. Yeah. Everybody I know has said that about Sao Paulo. Everybody I know. Like, everybody. So it's yeah. He said US veterans that moved here made it work. Now we made it work. Now we good. I ain't making shit work. Like, who? I'm just not understanding who is adjusting to flakes. Like, that's basically tolerating disrespect. And if that's what you like to do it. You like to tolerate bullshit? That's fine. But again, for me, it doesn't take long for me to figure something out. So flake. Okay, I get what y'all are doing here. This is how shit is going. I'm not gonna try to change it. I'm just gonna go somewhere else. I think what y'all need to understand this. I'm not trying to change anything. All I'm doing is going to different pizza parlors, tasting the pizza, and if I don't like it, I go to the next pizza parlor. When I find a pizza parlor I like, I stay there, just like anybody else would. So I've been to 5 cities in Brazil now: Foz do Iguaçu, Sao Paulo, Rio de Janeiro, Recife, and Salvador. And yeah, they flake because they research you and see what comes up. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's not it. No need. Let me just tell you guys something else too. No need to no need to troubleshoot. No need to troubleshoot. I don't want to know why. What's up with all this why shit? Like I told Phedra today on the thing. She said, I told her, if I go to a restaurant and the server is being an asshole, am I worried about why is he? What happened to you today? I don't give a fuck what happened to you today. All I know is I just met you, and your ass is being rude, so I'm gonna get away from you. That's how Austin thinks, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now, you people that like to waste a bunch of time, you people that like to waste a bunch of time are gonna be sitting. See, you the same people that be texting a chick that's sending you one word text. Hey, how are you doing today? Good. Oh, really? What'd you do today? I went to the store. See, you the guy that's gonna keep texting because you don't have shit to do every day. So you're gonna keep doing stuff. You're gonna keep responding. I'm not that guy. I sent a chick, hey, how are you today? If a chick is gonna say, oh, good, I'll leave her on red. I'll respond whenever she has enough sense to ask me how I'm doing back the same way anybody else would. Y'all got a fucked up mindset. I do that in person. When I meet women in person, and I say, hey, and let's say we get to a point in the conversation where I was like, what's your name? Jessica. I'll just stare at them. What you want me to do with that information? Say, oh, that's cool. Oh, cool name, Jessica. See, these people in this chat are gonna be over there. Oh, cool name, Jessica. How do you spell it? Who gave it? Did your mom give you that name? That's gonna be y'all's response. Well, I'm just gonna be like, okay, let's see if she's interested in what my name is. I'm gonna give her 10 seconds. If she doesn't ask what my name is back, wrap up the conversation. She ain't that goddamn interested because she don't even care enough to ask what your name is. All right. You have a good day now. I think that makes a lot of sense. I mean, how can you disagree with that? Anyway, we got a super chat right here from Khalil says, Austin, with the Latinas, what if she a baddie like 7 or 8, but that comes with a kid? Do you still date young single moms, Latinas, or Brazilians? Since I'm not settling down right now because I'm still traveling around, it doesn't matter to me. Like if I'm somewhere for a month, I mean, what difference does it make if she's a single mom? Now, for a girlfriend, probably not. Like if I'm gonna be somewhere for a year, probably not. Or permanently, yeah, probably not. Did I ever date a white girl in the United States? No. Yeah, I gauge women's interest. That's just exactly what I was telling what's her name that was on the show today. I don't have women that say, "Oh, Austin he tried to force a kiss on me, like it creeped me out." They don't say that because, like I said, before I go for a kiss, I will take it like that. I escalate it there first. So I say, "Oh, like we've been sitting here talking for 30 minutes. She's laughing, she's smiling. Seems like she likes me. Because I'm already sitting next to her. So let me hold her hand while I'm talking to her. If I can't hold her hand, why the fuck would I try to kiss her? Maybe I do need to become a dating coach for you silly asses. Yeah, there are a lot of foreign women moving to the States. And let me tell you guys something. This whole Austin, they already know who you are. I have going on 106,000 subscribers. Right? 106, 106, comma 000. The population of Brazil is like over 100 times plus or more, right? I don't have that much clout like y'all making it seem. My channel has 26,628,000 views of the entire lifetime. More than 20 million people are in this metroplex. You think all these motherfuckers know me? I could pause like that for 45 minutes. Like that's the population. That's a little more of the population than this entire city, right? This is one city out of many major cities in Brazil. I mean, yeah, how many major cities are throughout the world? Like, I don't get when people be like, oh, they know who you are. Really? 8 billion people, and you think 26 million views equals 8 billion? We really are a lost cause. We really are a lost cause. Jamie Wood says, love the content. Austin, what's your email? I'd love to set something up and have you on my channel for an interview. Thank you for the $5 super chat. My email is austinholloman@gmail.com. And you can send me an email there. So we got to learn how to do math. Yeah, 215 million people. Like, don't you guys think if people actually knew me that they would say something? Isn't that strange? We really are a lost cause. Like, imagine if you got a woman's phone number and you already knew who she was, but you never said that. Like you just pretended like you didn't know her. Like, oh, huh. Like, oh, like, yeah. What's the name? Yeah, where are you from? The whole time you know who they are. Who does that? I don't do that. When I see people I know, at least if they look familiar, I say, oh, you look familiar. I mean, at the least, I do that. When I got my passport stamped at immigration office, they were saying, oh, I remember you. So you guys are wrong. I'm right. Anyway, I'm about to meet with a friend here in a second. Kick it for a little bit. We really are a lost cause. I mean, we really are. I'm starting to wonder if going overseas will fix our problem. For some of us, nothing will fix our problems. Nothing can help you out. Well, I posted an interview with the pretty Indian girl. I need to actually interview her. The thing is, I went on her channel, but I need to bring her on mine. It's just the time zone is just crazy. Like I either have to get up at 7 a.m. or 8 a.m. or I have to be up at 2 a.m. to interview her. You know, so I'm gonna work it out. But yeah, we don't. Here's my point. We don't want to troubleshoot. I'm not trying to troubleshoot. I'm just telling you guys what's going on. Not trying to change it. Don't give a damn why it's like that. What are we troubleshooting for? Anyway, let me see where they at. And boy is about to go drink. And wash my face. Because I went to the gym this morning. I haven't taken a shower yet. I went to the other side of town, shot the video, came back here, did the interview. I'm not about to take a shower. I'm about to go back out. Oh, that's in the Brazilian WhatsApp group. Uh-oh, they won't talk to me. They got my face in a WhatsApp group. Uh-oh. Austin didn't take a shower. That must be in the WhatsApp group. Oh my God, they know exactly who I am. The guy in the black shorts and black Under Armour with the curly hair. Yeah, they know exactly who I am. It's in a WhatsApp group. Oh, get the hell out of here. Anyway, the Art of Will says, why did her parents name her after a low blood pressure medication? I didn't even notice that. Thank you for the $5 super chat. Yeah, it is kind of it. I don't know, man. It's time to leave Sao Paulo, but again, I think there's still a lot of content I can get. Like the guy I interviewed today, that was in the car. The Brazilian guy that was driving the Uber, he offered to drive me to the beach, which is an hour away from here. I mean, maybe it'd be a different experience over there. It's a different type of environment. Maybe it'd be different over there. Uh-oh. I'm in a WhatsApp group and somebody knows who that guy is. Uh-oh. Maybe they're gonna message him saying, don't get on his platform. Uh-oh. WhatsApp group. Dun dun dun. WHATSAPP group. Maybe that's what it is. You're more popular than you think. No, I'm not. I'm as popular as my subscribers say. 105,000. Not 100 million. I wonder will they serve me my food at the next restaurant? They're probably in that WhatsApp group. I don't think they're gonna serve me my food. They're in a WhatsApp group. How did I even get this Airbnb? They shouldn't have let a fugitive stay in this Airbnb. It's in the WhatsApp group. You know, this cigar right here, I don't know how I was able to buy it. I'm in the WhatsApp group. Don't they already know who I am? Why would you give me this charuto? WhatsApp group. Yeah, yo, Joe, the toilet at my apartment ain't working because of the WhatsApp group. That's my new thing, the WhatsApp group. I'm gonna start saying that, the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group. Get the fuck out of here. Don't know I have water in my apartment. They shouldn't have sold it to me. That's in the WhatsApp group. Okay, guys, I'm gonna call you guys back. I'm about to log on to the WhatsApp group. Your plane ticket to Manaus is getting canceled because of the WhatsApp group. Damn. How did I even book that ticket? I'm part of the WhatsApp group. Fugitive. Infamous. They know who I am already. Part of the WhatsApp group. Lord help me, I'm in the WhatsApp group. So you guys said they're Googling my name. Why would they need to Google it? I'm in the WhatsApp group. They don't need to Google me. I was getting passed around in the WhatsApp group. I'm not that minute. Dial 9997 and call and get your invitation to the WhatsApp group. Anyway, I'm tired of repeating this WhatsApp group shit to you guys. I'm just waiting on this person to meet me so we could talk about how I'm in the WhatsApp group. Gavin, you're in the WhatsApp group, right? Oh no, that's not that one. You're in the other WhatsApp group. Right. Gavin, we got to get you in the WhatsApp group, bruh. I'm not that minute. Somebody make a meme. WhatsApp group, I'm not that minute. What happened to all the people that was commenting about the WhatsApp group? Yeah, you won't be able to walk on the sidewalk because you're in the WhatsApp group. I think Floyd is in that WhatsApp group too. Yeah, y'all saw me in that WhatsApp group. They didn't even need to post me on CNN. I was in the WhatsApp group. For what? The whole city, every person in Brazil knows who I am. There was no point of them putting me on CNN. I was in the WhatsApp group. Why did you need to publish a story? I was in the WhatsApp group. The WhatsApp group has more reach than CNN. Got it. Ismail says dating is tough in downtown Sao Paulo, but in the surrounding, a lot of available girls, easier in Rio or Salvador. I will say that whenever I was in what you call it? I was in the place I was at earlier today. There was chicks looking out the window and waving, and I spoke to them, and they spoke back, and they wanted me to come over there. I just didn't find them attractive, but they just wanted me to come over there. But maybe they were looking out the window because they noticed me from the WhatsApp group. Did y'all think of that? Maybe it wasn't a choosing signal. Maybe they just wanted to verify the guy from the WhatsApp group. I mean, I can't help but mock these people with this WhatsApp group shit. I got this bad case of diarrhea because of the WhatsApp group. I woke up this morning and my clothes didn't fit because of the WhatsApp group. That WhatsApp group, man, I mean, that WhatsApp group is something serious, ain't it? Thank you for the super chat. This stream didn't get 100,000 views because of the WhatsApp group. They put a shadow ban on the stream. Thank you, Gavin, for the $5 super chat. They put a shadow ban on the stream because of the WhatsApp group. I'm trying to get off early because of the WhatsApp group. You know how y'all love whenever we bring up Floyd and y'all say studs only, cigars only. Y'all say only about everything. We gotta switch that to the WhatsApp group. That's what we gotta switch that to. Me cash only. So you guys, let's do this. I'm gonna end this stream. I'm gonna get to the bottom of this WhatsApp group, and I'm gonna go in here and wash my face. What's the WhatsApp group? Can walk and chew gum. It can do anything apparently. Yeah, I'm not as popular as you guys think. But yeah, we're gonna go to I'm gonna go do this. I'll take some videos and photos of you guys and I'll share them in the WhatsApp group. Omnipotent as hell. Let me Google omnipotent. Let me see. I don't need to take a shower. Hopefully that scene of me smelling myself doesn't end in a WhatsApp group. Having unlimited power, able to do anything. So yeah, you guys, I'm done with the jokes. About to go outside. So I love you guys. I appreciate all the super chats. We got like 92 super chats. I appreciate it. We hit our goal, but it went to super chats, which means that I don't actually get it until next month. There may be an IRL stream, so be on the lookout for that. There may be. Yeah, I love you guys. I will see you guys later.